All right. What is going on, everybody? We are live. Appreciate that, Justin. Okay, hold on a second. All right, appreciate each and every single one of you. Hold on, let me go fill up my water real quick before we get started. I'll be right back.
It's an LP beat.
All right. We are back. We are on a commercial break right now. The score is 10-2. Utah is up. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Hold on a second. I need to do something real quick. You know what? Let's just do it like this. All right. There we go. All right. What is going on, everybody? We are good to go now. Oh, just got to plug in my phone, make sure it's charging while I'm able to keep track of the stream. What's going on? Thomas says if PG can get the demons out of his head, he can be the best player on the court. I'm predicting a monster game for PG. Check my last comment, Trox. You will be proud. Lions official PR Alcia Mitchell added me on Facebook. Making noise. The new Tori Petrie likes MicroMike. Woo! Let's go! MicroMike! Let's go, brother. Hey, proud moment, brother. Proud moment. Let's go, Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike.
For the third time in the last 4
here we go.
years, just the fourth player ever to win the award that many times.
Appreciate that, my lord.
He was surprised with the trophy in the locker room by his teammates and family, and tonight pregame celebrated with the crowd here in the official ceremony. Rudy told me that this year, in particular, after all the adversity he went through personally and with the team, dealing with the pandemic, this award this season means a lot. And it means even more to him to celebrate it with his mother, who is in the stands and has been all playoffs. And I'm told when Rudy got emotional about not
drives. Oh, what the heck?
And how much he wanted to make the team for her. He lauds her for raising him in pretty humble surroundings in France and said when he looks at that trophy, he thinks of her and how much she believed in him to make his dreams come true. And now the two-time All-Star and three-time Defensive Player of the Year is trying to continue to make his mom proud as he hopes to share another trophy with her after the season. Mark, DB?
Yeah, great story, Cassidy. And the other half of that is that Rudy's
Reggie
dad
Jackson got it to
collegiate
Kawhi Leonard.
basketball.
Kawhi Leonard, there's a whistle and an offensive foul.
The Clippers.
That's an Ivan
By
Zubac.
official Kevin Cutler, who's joined by Trey Maddox and Scott Foster. And, you know, we talked about the progression of Rudy Gobert's defense.
Hopefully we can hit 100 likes in the first quarter.
As a defender than he was.
It does help the
when
YouTube
he won his
algorithm.
First Defensive Player of the Year award, because now he feels like he's even
All right,
more
here's
able
Donovan
to guard
Mitchell.
bigs in the game that have evolved to perimeter shooters,
Bogdanovich,
and stretch fives. And
Bojan Bogdanovich. Come on, what is going on here?
And a rare miss for the Jazz. We're off to
All
a
right,
great start.
Bogdanovich missed it. And
almost turn
loose
it over.
ball,
Zubac
Zubac.
took a bad step and got
Marcus
it to
Morris. And Marcus Morris has the basketball. Turn around, jumper, gets it for two.
One of the things Ty Lue talked about and the rationale beside starting.
Here's
Zubac.
Joe Ingles. Got it to Donovan Mitchell.
Nice drive.
Donovan Mitchell with a lay-in.
To stop him going right.
And it's 12-4.
Ty wanted to bring a level of physicality that matches Utah.
Here's Reggie Jackson.
And thus far, I would say, the aggressor.
Appreciate that.
The team that's
Wallace.
being more physical defensively. The team that has come out with incredible energy is still the Utah Jazz. So you make the lineup adjustment, and it hasn't worked to your favor. And again, he goes for 45. 19 points last game, driving
Kawhi
right.
Leonard with
Push
basketball.
on left,
It sounds a lot easier than it is in reality.
And Zubac with a jam.
He
Count that baby in a foul.
And you
Ivic
can see Gobert is
Zubac
always got his eyes on a swivel.
gets
So
the
he's
jam
coming over
and
strong
the
side,
foul.
The low to Kawhi. That
That's
makes
gonna
a
be on,
ball side cut
I believe that's on
available to
Bogdanovic.
Zubac, and the reaction a little bit late
Appreciate
in the
that
foul.
It's a time earlier
JNHG.
this year when Ty Lue had issues with Zubac's
Zubac
inability to finish.
Makes
That
the
time
free
he finished
throw.
strongly at the cup.
Makes it 12-7.
25 to go here, just underway the first quarter. Donovan
It's a
Mitchell
5-point
has
game.
scored the last 10 in a row.
Utah up by
for the
5.
Jazz.
Here's Gobert, the defensive player of the year. Ingles with the basketball.
Gives it
Gives it to Gobert. Got a block by Zubac and then out of bounds.
To draw the foul.
Stays
That'll
with
put
the
him
Utah
at the free throw
Jazz.
line. That's 2 fouls, Doris.
No,
And it
that's a
beats the
foul
Zubac.
on Zubac.
Ty Lue has something to contemplate here.
And you can see Joe Ingles is an excellent secondary ball handler. So they get it to him, they get him going to his strong side, and in movement, he has such great
So Rudy
continuity
Gobert goes to the
feel
free throw
for
line
Rudy
to shoot
Gobert.
2.
Where he can catch it, how far away from the rim he can put it and still put Rudy in good position to score it.
Gobert is 62% free throw shooter.
Misses the first free
Misses
throw.
the first. Gobert had 10 points and 12 rebounds in that Game 1 victory a couple of nights ago. He added 2 blocks as well. Mom Corinne here in attendance watching her son, and Zubac is going to take a seat. Batum comes into the ball game, who is a countryman of Rudy Gobert. Both of them have
There's
represented
Gobert.
France in international basketball competition.
Gobert splits
As
the
Gobert
pair.
knocks down the second foul shot.
Got it 13-7.
Downsized lineup for the Clippers. It's the one
6-point
that's
game.
played the most minutes
8-10 to
together,
play in the
and they are
first quarter.
plus 13 on the floor. So let's see with Zubac out,
Here's
this lineup, how
Reggie
they do
Jackson.
here.
Jackson goes over
Got
to
it to
Paul
Paul
George.
George.
guarded by Ingles.
Pump fake, drives, kicks it
One
out.
more to
Batum,
Morris.
now to
That's
Marcus
been his spot.
Morris.
This time he misfires.
No good. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
A bunch
There's
of threes
Donovan
during the
Mitchell.
postseason.
Mitchell gives it to
Tasked
Ingles.
with guarding
Ingles back
Donovan
to
here.
Mitchell.
They're going to spread it out. No team in the NBA has run more ball screens.
Mitchell
didn't need
shoots.
one, misfiring
No
on the
good.
long 3.
Rebounded by Paul George.
Back comes Paul George to Jackson.
Got it to Reggie Jackson.
fires away. That
No
one a little bit
good.
strong.
And Donovan
And a
Mitchell
quick
with the
outlet
rebound.
to Bogdanovic.
To Bogdanovic.
Gobert
To
running the floor.
Gobert.
Got the layup.
Gobert with the lay-in.
If you're Utah, one of
15-7.
the things Quinn talked
8-point
about
game with
is playing
7:17
initially
left.
With that hard thrust, that
Here's
that
Kawhi
burst into their
Leonard.
offense.
Got
That's a
it to
good
Nick
look at it right there,
Batum.
Mark.
Got an easy
Here's Paul
transition bucket, and
George. Paul
on
George
the sheet
for
with his first
2.
field goal. Paul George had 20
Here's
points in
Donovan
game 1,
Mitchell.
but shot just 4 of 17.
7 minutes to play.
Mitchell
Donovan
driving,
Mitchell
loading
drives. Off the glass.
Couldn't get it
No
to go with the left hand,
good.
and back come the
Rebounded
Clippers.
by Marcus Morris.
Utah back in
Here comes
transition.
Paul
though.
George.
Here's Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
Over to Jackson.
Here's
Thought about it
Jackson. Now
inside
to
instead.
Morris.
To Morris.
Marcus Morris.
Good
No
defense by
good.
O'Neal.
Gets
Morris
his
gets
own
it back.
miss.
Out to a
Kicks
wide
it out.
open
Nick
Batum. Got the 3.
4.
Remember,
3.
these two teams value the 3.
And it's a
Clippers finished
3-point
the year
game.
41%
Donovan Mitchell
excellent
turns it
defensive
over.
play.
Last touch by
41%
Paul
from 3
George.
are the Clippers on the
It's
season.
15-12.
No, nobody shot it better percentage-wise than the Clippers, Doris.
That's exactly right, and this is smart of Morris, right? Don't take on the shot blocker and defensive player of the year. Best time to shoot a 3 is off an offensive rebound. Wide open look for Batum, and that's easy money.
Nicholas Batum signing
All
a
right.
free agent deal with
Donovan
the Clippers.
Mitchell inbounds it.
The Utah Jazz also pursued
Here's
him.
Derek Favors.
Actually got Gobert to
Derek Favors
make a
was looking for
impassioned FaceTime
Mitchell.
call
Got it to
his fellow
Clarkson.
French countryman, and
Jordan
he'd already gone
Clarkson
down the road with the Clippers.
shoots it
and
from the
signed
free
with
throw
them.
line. Rattles
Jordan
it in for
Clarkson,
2.
Instant grits off the bench. He can light
And
it up
here
in a hurry.
is Reggie
The
Jackson.
NBA Sixth Man of the Year with his
Reggie
first
Jackson
bucket.
with the basketball.
Jackson out front. Why goes the
Reggie
screen.
Jackson
Cross-court
gets
to
it
Batum.
to Batum. Batum to Marcus Morris.
Bogdanovich closing out nicely
Marcus
on
Morris.
Morris got it
Shot,
off and
gets the
got it to
deuce.
drop.
You'll take that defense. Number one,
17 to 14, 3-point game.
Really good discipline.
5:40
not to switch
left
initially.
in the first quarter.
And then
Donovan
if you're
Mitchell with the
Bogdanovich,
basketball
make
brings
him
it
make a
up.
tough shot over the top of you. Fine.
Mitchell being
Got
guarded
it
by
to Clarkson.
Morris on this possession. Here's Clarkson.
Clarkson, step
Tried to
back
take
three.
George's ankles and got
And Jordan Clarkson for three.
Couple of quick buckets for the NBA Sixth Man of the Year.
Here's Paul
Paul
George. Off the iron,
mark,
no
and
good.
O'Neal
Royce
coming down
O'Neal with the rebound. Got it to Donovan
Jazz leading by
Mitchell.
6. Mitchell
Donovan Mitchell
penetrates, launching,
gets
got
the
it.
lay-in.
12 points.
And we got a timeout taken, Los
And a little
Angeles.
flex for the sound.
8-point game, 22-14, 5:03 to play. Shout out to the 64 in the building. You guys are awesome. Appreciate each and every single one of you. We got 28 thumbs up. Can we get those thumbs up? It would be greatly appreciated. In order to get there, hold on, let me, in order to get there, go hit that X button. Oops. Hit that X button. You can hit the like button. You can subscribe, hit the bell, and then to get back in, you just click it right there, and it brings you right back in. Appreciate that, Ernesto. Welcome to the family. Appreciate the 73 in the building. You guys are awesome. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Our stream goal is to get to 267. We have 116, so we're closing in. What's up, Ibrahim? Plugs for days, Manuel. Medium rare. Linda equals half dead, a quarter alive, and a quarter lush. Alexander Tate says Nets versus Bucks was a really good game. Hey, absolutely, Alexander Tate. Appreciate that. Bentanian Grace, welcome to the family. Let me know who you guys are going for. Put hashtag clips or hashtag jazz. Let me know who's all up in the building, what fan bases are here. Until the Nets lost. Steve M says, Alexander, that was the best part. I have a strange sense of humor, Linda. No problem. Okay, Ibrahim says hashtag jazz. Kumar says, I think in first quarter above 70 points. Both score what you say. What you mean? In the first quarter above 70 points? I don't think it's going to be a 70-point first quarter. We got, right now we got 36 points. I don't know. Actually, you know what? 36 points, it might. It might hit 70 points. Jeremiah says Jazz, but D. Mitch with 6 assists tonight. Okay. Rudy Gobert is your 2021 Defensive Player of the Year. So that's 2 Jazz got yearly awards. And Jordan Clarkson and Rudy Gobert. Here's Kawhi Leonard, gets it in for 2.
Dorsey, got to love a teammate who looks you in the eye and says, look for yours first, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's Donovan
Selfless.
Mitchell. Got it to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson
Utah
got it
shooting 75%
back from
the field to
Favors.
start
There's
this
the whistle.
game. Got a whistle and a foul as DeMarcus Cousins comes into the ball game for the Clippers. Big man had a productive yet short
Appreciate that,
3+ minutes in the
Leakoy.
previous game as Rudy Gobert sits down and catches a
Tagalog.
breather.
Hopefully I
Doris,
said
let's
your
keep an
last
eye
name
on
correctly.
how the Clippers attack
Here's
that
Donovan
paint
Mitchell.
differently.
Shoots it
with
from the top of the
Favors in.
key and gets it
Mitchell,
for 2.
Hotter than fish grease.
24 to 16, hotter than fish
But you make a
grease.
good point as we
Donovan
come back up this
Mitchell.
way, right? Derek Favors on
14
the floor. Their
points.
defensive numbers in game 1 were actually better with Favors on the floor, but they will attack
There's
differently.
DeMarcus
They're going to try
Cousins.
to touch the paint more when he's on the
Last
floor.
touch by Donovan Mitchell. Here's
Shot clock
Patrick
6
Beverly.
Here. Beverly recognized.
Patrick Beverly
Patrick
getting some more
Beverly's
run
going to
here.
drive.
Throws up a layup.
Shot
missed
no
it.
good.
Loose ball. Beverly trying to
Patrick
chase it
Beverly
down.
fighting for
Clarkson
it,
there, too,
and
out
it's
of
going to
bounds.
be out of
Utah
bounds. Jazz ball. Going back down
so
the
think about this.
court.
Donovan Mitchell has started this game with 14 points in the first quarter. In game 1, he got out of the gate slowly, started 2 for 8.
Are you Jazz or Clippers? I'm going for the
Like the way he
Jazz.
played in the first half of that previous game.
Here's
Another
Donovan
three
Mitchell.
ball.
Off the back heel, no
A lot of
good.
confidence
Here's
right now.
Marcus
Donovan Mitchell,
Morris.
6 of 9 from the field.
Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard kicks it out.
Got it to DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins
Favors in
got
the
it for
weight
2.
room. Wow.
Muscled
Went right
his
through
way
and
in.
over him.
My goodness, that's a level of
There's
physicality
Royce
that
O'Neal.
Tyler was talking about. He said, let's
Got it
own
to
our
Jordan
space.
Clarkson.
He just owned Derek Favors' space, too.
Great point.
Clarkson.
Doris. Clarkson with the short jumper, no good.
No good.
Loose ball underneath. Batum gets it to
Batum
Leonard.
picks it up. Got it to Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi on the
Kawhi
move.
gets
And
fouled.
he's fouled by Royce O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal picks up the foul.
You touched on Donovan Mitchell shooting the basketball with confidence. And think about it, 2 of his first 3 shots were made jumpers. That opens up the drive game. Now he's getting to the mid-range. So all 3 levels right now working for Donovan Mitchell. You want to talk about a guy who's put in the time and the work.
Right.
I mean, think about his early career at Louisville. Wasn't a double-digit scorer for the first couple of years.
Yeah, great progression, and as you said,
There's
only
Kawhi Leonard.
24 years old.
Missed the
Wonder
first
about
free
his
throw.
ceiling.
Appreciate
Well, this
that,
series continues with
Perlita.
Game 3 in Los Angeles.
Welcome to the family.
As 2-time Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers.
Appreciate that,
host
Roni.
Donovan Mitchell and 3-time Defensive Player of the Year Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Don't
Kawhi
miss
Leonard's
Game 3.
about to shoot his second free
Saturday
throw.
night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m.
It's
Pacific.
24 to
on
18. Utah with the
ABC.
lead. 3:13 left
Leonard
in the
at
first
the free
quarter.
throw line.
And Kawhi
drills
Leonard
the
splits the
second.
pair, makes it 24 to
And the lead is at 5.
19.
Here's Mitchell with 14
Donovan
points here in
Mitchell
the
with
first
basketball and the lead.
quarter. Guarded by Beverly.
Clarkson, O'Neal, Gobert,
Back in the
Niang,
ball
and
game,
Mitchell is
shooting a
on the
screen
court
for Clarkson.
for Utah.
Clarkson traveled with it.
And that is a
That's gonna be a
travel.
turnover for Utah.
Kawhi
Good
Leonard,
defense
Marcus
by
Morris,
Batum.
DeMarcus
With
Cousins,
the contest.
Patrick Beverly, and Nicholas Batum
3 minutes to go
are
in
on the
first
floor for
quarter.
the Clippers.
Just
Appreciate
the second
that.
Utah turnover.
Sisig TV.
Keep an eye on O'Neal trying to guard Leonard here. As he
There's
kicks
Kawhi
it out to the
Leonard.
wing.
Got it to DeMarcus Cousins.
Inside.
Cousins
over
off the
Gobert.
glass and in.
Remember, Boogie Cousins
It's a 3-point
is a
game.
multiple NBA All-Star.
24-21.
Prior to his
Donovan
knee and
Mitchell.
Achilles injury.
Got it to
Was one of the elite players in this
Niang.
league.
In and
as he
out, no
corrals the rebound.
good. Here's Patrick Beverly, rebounded by
Leonard
Cousins.
in the front court, guarded by
There's
O'Neal.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard
Leonard strong
to the
bucket, couldn't
rim,
finish.
no good. Niang with the rebound. Here comes Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell to Niang.
Yang looking for Mitchell.
Gives it back to Mitchell. Donovan
Morris
Mitchell with the
really
basketball,
backing
guarded
off
by
of
Marcus
Mitchell.
Morris.
Lost
Donovan
the ball in the
Mitchell
crossover.
loses
It's a
it. Here's
2-on-1.
Kawhi Leonard.
The other way, Beverly.
Patrick
takes it
Beverly
himself
gets
and
it
draws the
blocked by
foul from
Niang.
Niang.
No, it's a foul
Beverly
by
will go to the free
Niang.
throw line for the Clippers. He was scoreless in 6 minutes in game 1. Doris, I find it real interesting and intriguing
Keith
the way
says
that Ty
Avalanche
Lewis pressed
3,
so many different
Golden
buttons
Knights 3.
in this series, and even going back to the
What's up,
Dallas
Joe
series. But
Tamon?
using a deep bench.
Appreciate that, Jason.
In the first quarter in game
Lemus.
1. And
hopefully I said
now
your
we
name
see
correctly.
2 more guys coming into the ball game.
There's Patrick Beverly shooting free throws.
For the first time, Kennard.
So in game 1, I was
Shout out
not at all
Mr.
surprised
Joe.
to see him run the number of players he ran out there.
And
They
he
were
misses
on
the
1
first
day's
free
rest,
throw.
Grueling 7-game series against Dallas.
Luke Kennard
And to
comes
me, I
in.
thought he was trying
Paul
to buy
George
minutes
comes
down
back
the stretch
in.
for his key rotations. Kennard comes in. He shot the ball really well. But you're right. I mean, think about it. Patrick Beverly in the Dallas series barely playing.
Yeah. He began the series against Dallas as a starter, and after 2 games was supplanted by Reggie
And he
Jackson.
makes the free throws. Appreciate that,
Look at what the starters on
Rolando.
the bench did in game 1. Luke Kennard in the ball game now. He had 18 off the
Let's
bench.
says Jordan Clarkson, go, go, go. Here's
Feels
Joe
like-
Ingles
feels like
with the
ball
basketball.
pressure of the Los Angeles Clippers over the last several
Joe
minutes
Ingles
has picked up.
still with the
And
basketball,
ideally,
gives it
you
to
wanna make this
Gobert.
Utah Jazz team
And there's
outside
a
of Donovan,
foul.
one-on-one players.
Great point. And Doris, your point brings
Patrick
to mind
Beverly
the fact
picks
that
up
Quinn
the
Snyder
foul.
right now is only short his all-star point guard, Michael Connolly,
Keith
as we
Davis says
take a look at the
4-3.
foul on the play.
Golden Knights at the end
By
of
Beverly,
2
who
periods.
Holding
Hey, let's
Ingles
go
a little bit
Golden
too
Knights.
I thought he fouled him a couple of times.
Go Utah Jazz says Glade.
much. Ingles
Appreciate
outside.
that, Dorian White. Here's Jordan
On the wing,
Clarkson.
guarded by Batum.
Clarkson with the basketball. He's going to
Clarkson,
drive,
the short
shoots,
jumper is pure.
gets the deuce.
Because let's be honest,
Appreciate
as
that,
you see Mike
Fossey
Conley on the bench,
Lee. Welcome
and
to the family.
They're hopeful perhaps next game they're going to miss him. Because
ENOD,
to me, the Clippers have the
824,
most
appreciate
talent.
that.
They've got 2 elite players, or should be
Patrick
elite.
Beverly
Kawhi
got
and
it
Paul George.
to Paul George.
And when they're locked
Out
in
to
defensively and
Batum.
moving it on the offensive
Batum
end,
gets
they're as good as
fouled.
anybody in
That's
the
on
league, Mark.
Niang.
There's a team that shot it better from downtown, better than any other squad in the NBA. And Connolly forced to watch this one as well. He was declared not available hours before tip today.
He's got the hamstring injury. Look no further than the Brooklyn Nets and how they're going to have to try to navigate James Harden with a similar injury. And that's your challenge, right? When do you know he's ready so that he doesn't go back in, you know, accelerate, explode
There's
the cup,
Nick
and then
Batum.
you re-aggravate the injury.
Gets the first free throw.
Batum,
Cuts it to a
meanwhile, knocks down
3-point
the
game.
first free
26-23. A minute 11 left.
Nicholas Batum became a starter in that Dallas series when Ty Lue went small.
Manuel says Clippers win.
Small lineup ultimately had a big say in them advancing against.
And shot's no good. Rebounded by Gobert. Appreciate
the
that,
second one, but
Rosalinda.
it feels like the Clippers have withstood that
And shots on the
furious
ground.
start by the
Luke
Jazz,
Kennard
trailing
picks
by
up the
just 3 now.
foul.
Both teams are
Sisek
shooting
TV says,
in the
nice
penalty.
live feed, sir. I appreciate that.
And Joe Ingles going to go to the free throw line. Ingles a 84% foul shooter on the season.
We are trying to get to
Both a
15K
starter
by this weekend.
And a 6-man at times this year. Finished second in 6-man of the year balloting.
Ingles gets the
As we
first
take
free
a look at
throw.
The upcoming playoff schedule brought to you by Indeed. On Friday on ESPN, Philadelphia at Atlanta, Game 3.
I will
That
be
one's
live
tied
tomorrow.
1-1.
Sixers,
Followed by
Hawks,
Phoenix at Denver.
followed
Game 3.
by
the
the
Suns leading that
Suns
2-0
and
Then
the
Saturday on
Nuggets.
ABC.
And then Saturday will be Game 3 of this
The Jazz
series.
and Clippers, Game 3. For more
Jazz
of these
and
games,
Clippers.
go to NBA.com or visit
Here's
the
Patrick
NBA app.
Beverly.
Boy, Denver down 2 games. Chris Paul's signature has been all over that team.
Turn
all
around
year.
jump
The
shot.
Peter
Paul
Bright team
George,
outdoors.
no
Oh my goodness,
good.
I'll tell you this.
Rebounded by
I know we're talking
Gobert.
about
Here
the
comes
17
Ingles.
points and 15 assists, and rightly so.
And no turnovers.
You know what makes me
What's going on, Red and
impressed
Joe?
as that going to be a charge? Yeah.
And that is an offensive
Competitive
foul.
nastiness that seems to have
On
infiltrated
DeMarcus
the entire
Cousins.
Phoenix roster.
Yeah. Chris Paul has been called the most competitive player that both Monty Williams and Doc Rivers have ever coached.
And I mean
you
that
see it in the other guys.
Yeah, I mean that as the highest compliment. There's an edge to that group.
Here's
Everybody
Paul
walking around with a
George.
puffy chest
Gets it
with the Suns right now as
for
Paul George
3.
knocks down the
And it's a
three-pointer.
1-point game,
His first one of the
27-26.
night.
And
30
like
seconds
that.
left. Here comes
We
Ingles.
talked about that. Let's get early to those threes for Paul George.
Ingles cross court to Niang.
Niang
defense by George. Ingles
out to Ingles.
Ingles
for 3.
Clippers can get one.
30-26, 10 seconds left. Paul George, 5 seconds left. Paul George out to Luke Kennard at the buzzer for 3.
And it's a 1-point game.
Luke Kennard hits the first end of the first quarter buzzer. Najib cannot do that, brother.
In this stream, we will not be showing the game due to copyright reasons. We do live reactions, game audio, and play-by-play. Thank you. With that being said, sit back and relax and rock with your boy!
What's going on, Team Balango TV? Says shout out to Team Balango TV from Cebu, Philippines. Go Jazz. Appreciate that, Leanna Bright. Welcome to the family, Leanna. Yep, if I show the game, YouTube will shut me down and I will not be able to broadcast. So that will not happen. If you guys can get me the copyright laws and the clearance to do so, then I will show the game. But until then, I cannot show the game. We are at the end of one. It is 30-29. 59 points was scored in that first quarter. Clippers play better defense, and this could be a win. Emerson says, Jazz Nation, let's go. Joe says, all the way from Vietnam. Shout out to Vietnam. Tom says, Luke Kennard seems to be clutch. Who would have thunk it? Hey, absolutely. Pistons drafted him and let him go. We even had Marcus Morris and we let him go. Oh, and Reggie Jackson and let him go. Oh, man. All right, we're still on commercial break. Clippers are not done, says Abby Fields. Isaiah Fields says, Abby sure aren't. Yeah, they are. Soon as Clippers got matched up with the Jazz, their season ended. I would have had a lot of respect for the Clippers, but I found out that they were making fun of Damian Lillard because of Terry Stott. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Clippers, you barely made the playoffs. Like, don't do that. You still in the shadows of the Lakers. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, I had a lot of respect for the Clippers because they were in the shadows of the Lakers. Don't be a DB, and no, not a defensive back. And what do you call it? And do stupid stuff like that. It's not Damian Lillard's fault for having a bad coach. Keep it classy, keep it respectful.
Take the challenge one-on-one. I'm just getting a lot of stuff in transition. We're getting screened, we're getting hit.
Ty Lue is talking right now.
The ball and then challenge him a little bit more.
You started big to get more physicality.
There's Paul George.
Picked up 2 quick fouls. How does your
Paul George gives it to Nick Batum. Got it to DeMarcus Cousins.
We went small. Got us back in the game a little bit. Was able to
Cousins.
Space their bigs out on the floor a little
down
bit.
low. No good.
A good lift off the bench.
And that is an offensive foul on DeMarcus Cousins.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, ma'am.
That was a loose ball foul.
Getting some attention from the medical staff, getting that right leg stretched out a little bit. Mark, we touched on it. When they went small, when they downsized, when Zubats went out, it had been one of the most
It's a
effective
1-point game,
lineups for the
30-29,
Clippers.
11:42 left in the first
that
half.
last possession was an offensive foul, and you could see Niang trying to get it in so that they couldn't. I don't know whether Ty Lue was thinking about a challenge there.
Here's Ingles.
Yeah. DeMarcus Cousins was
Got it to
requesting that
Niang.
his head coach take a look at that one.
And
they
it's
come
a
up with
bad
the steal
pass.
at the defensive end.
Batum with the
on
steal.
drive.
Batum,
Tough shot,
no
couldn't
good.
make it.
Patrick
And
Beverly
chases down the
hustles
loose
and
ball,
gets the
gets it
loose
back.
ball.
Left alone
Patrick
for three.
Beverly, no
And left it on the
good.
front
And
rim.
Jordan Clarkson picks up the rebound.
Clarkson back the other way, has a mismatch here against Cousins.
Gets it.
Good contest.
And that's Jordan Clarkson for three.
Never shy when it comes to shooting.
33-29, 4-point game. Here's Paul George.
And the thing he's talked about,
And that's
is
a
the
bad
confidence
pass,
that
last
Quinn has
touch.
showed in him
But Patrick
since the
Beverly,
day he
jazz
arrived,
ball going back
understanding,
down
all right,
the court.
Cousins is giving me as much cushion as I want.
What's
Rhythm
up, Anthony
dribble
Mays?
into three, beautifully done.
What's up, JJ?
This is a team that
So pumped
launched
for his son's
50
game tomorrow?
three-point
Absolutely.
attempts in game
Here
one.
comes Ingles.
Nobody shot more threes or made more threes during the regular season than the Jazz, and there's Niang on
Niang,
cue.
no good.
That one a
Rebounded
little
by
bit
Paul
strong, and
George.
back the other way. Deep post up by Cousins.
And
an easy
DeMarcus
bucket to
Cousins
Boy,
with a
Cousins'
turnaround
influence
jump
on this
shot.
basketball game early is
Got the
undeniable.
deuce,
Sprint to the
cuts it
paint,
to a
very
2-point
defender
game.
underneath the rim.
10.5 to
He's
play.
brought that level of
33-31,
physicality we talked about.
Jazz with
Remember
the
that
ball up by
prior
2.
basket where he put
Ingles
that
got it
defender
to
in the
Jordan
basket?
Clarkson.
Clarkson again.
Off the back heel, no good. Oni with
And
the
Oni runs down
rebound.
the loose ball.
Ingles to Clarkson
Niang,
to
side
Niang.
pocket
Off the back
And
heel, no
rebounded by
good. And here comes
We were talking
Patrick
about
Beverly.
those. Ty Lue said that after game one, he really
Paul
liked
George
Cousins'
with the
energy.
basketball.
And he's
Shoots
made a
it, no
imprint on this game, Paul
good.
George.
Rebounded by
Starting this
Gobert.
game with some cold shooting.
Rudy Gobert
Now
gives
just
it
2 of
to
7
Jordan
from the field.
Clarkson. Clarkson
With the float game.
floats
Got
it and gets it for the
And if you're Cousins,
floater.
you're saying, I got to stay attached to Rudy on that. Because so often the guards for
35-31.
Utah
Paul
use
George
him as
has
that
5
vertical
points, 2
spacer
for
at the
7
rim.
shooting.
So they're staying attached to Rudy's
Paul George
body and
with the
lets that guy
basketball.
go one-on-one, get to his float game.
Got it to Batum. Batum
Had a
to
notion, goes back to
Cousins.
Paul George.
Back to Paul
That's gonna be a
George, and there's an
foul
offensive
on
or
Niang
defensive
Oni.
foul on Oni.
So Rudy Gobert's presence is undeniable on both ends. He does a tremendous job setting screens and rolling hard. But you see, on the floater, Cousins doesn't come up to challenge, right? He's thinking about it, but then he's going to go, no,
JJ
I'm going to
says,
jab at you
"Score,
and get
I
back
found
to Rudy. I don't want to give up the
some dental
lob, and I
floss."
don't want to give up the offensive rebound.
Kawhi Leonard checks back into the
Okay,
ball game.
Bojan Bogdanovic comes
Utah.
in.
Bogdanovic comes in, and Batum sits down for the Clippers.
Niang sits down. Here's
Jackson
Reggie
out
Jackson.
top.
Got
There's
it
Leonard
to
on the wing,
Kawhi
guarded
Leonard.
by Bogdanovic.
Got it to DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins
Back to
dishes
Kawhi
it off to
Leonard.
Leonard
Kawhi
underneath.
Leonard to DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins inside.
Pump fakes.
Couple of fakes.
Goes up.
And Gobert caught
And
it
that's a
anyway.
24-second shot
That's
clock
gonna be a shot clock
violation.
violation.
Jazz ball
Didn't get it
going
off in
back
time.
down the court.
It is so loud in here. Kawhi Leonard forced to give it up. So DeMarcus says, I'm going to play a little bully ball with Bogey. Gets by him, but the Stifle Tower is right there to meet him.
Listen to this.
Sold out
The
crowd
Frenchman's gonna love
cheering
that.
out Rudy.
Right?
Here's Ingles.
Ingles.
Rudy rolled hard to
Got
the basket.
it to
They got it to
Gobert.
him a little bit late.
Got a
Deep
mismatch.
position, and Jackson
And
just
Reggie Jackson just said,
introduces himself
"Fair
to
hug,
the evening.
let's foul."
How you doing, Rudy? Put his arms around him and said hello, and picked up the foul.
Reggie Jackson
Those
picked
guys
up that
work hard at
foul.
every aspect. He was offended when he first came over and was sent to the G League. It didn't have the perception it has now.
Ate a bunch of
Didn't have
ribs.
exceptional
Ooh, that
hands.
sounds good,
Worked
JJ.
Incredibly hard to develop hands, trying to develop touch. We know what he brings on the defensive end, such pride, such intensity, such intellect. But the guy takes
Jahan
such
says,
extraordinary
"Go
pride
Utah
in the work
Jazz,
he
go
puts in.
JC."
His story of improvement is a real inspiring one.
All right, Jordan Clarkson is set to
Jazz
inbound.
subsequently made a great
Gobert goes
and
out.
significant investment in Rudy Gobert last December, signing
Appreciate
him
that,
to a
John Turner.
5-year, $205 million deal.
Favors comes in.
Meanwhile, Luke Kennard comes out. Marcus Morris Sr. comes back in.
Here's
does
Donovan Mitchell.
For Utah, guarded by Leonard.
Donovan
Chasing him
Mitchell
around the screen. And
gets
finishes
it with the left hand
Hit him
on the
with
right
hip.
side for a lay-in.
So they make the switch, right? Think about Kawhi down the stretch of Dallas, deciding to
There's
take
Kawhi
Luka.
Leonard.
So
There's
they
a
put
foul
him
by
on Donovan Mitchell that time.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
Oh, Donovan. You opened up against Paul George, put a couple on him, get Kawhi on your back, navigate. Quick shoot it with
What's
the
up,
left
John?
hand.
Says
That's
go
pretty.
BTS, buy it. Appreciate
Got a lot
that,
of
Joey. Welcome
Tricks
to
in
the
the back. Of
family.
course, you and I called his 57-point playoff game last year
Here's
against
Zubac.
the Denver
Got it
Nuggets.
to
in
Paul
that shootout
George.
against Jamal.
Zubac back with the
Inside,
basketball.
Zubac
Hook
with a
shot.
little
Got
jump
the
hook.
hook.
Yeah, I like that shot.
37-33.
Good touch right there on the offensive end.
Clippers have never
Here's
led
Donovan
in this game,
Mitchell.
down to 37-33.
Donovan Mitchell with the
off of the favor
basketball.
screen,
Shoots
got
it
to
from
the
the free
nail,
throw
and got
line.
the
Gets the
roll.
friendly roll. Paul George
bucket, he's up to
gives it to
18
Kawhi. Back to Paul
Here in the
George.
second quarter. Coming off a 45-point game a couple of nights ago.
39-33,
Mitchell now
6-point
taking on the
game.
challenge of guarding Paul George.
Kawhi
Leonard
shoots
misfiring,
off the back
got it
heel,
back.
gets his own miss.
Tries
Shoots
it
it from the
again,
paint,
knocks
gets
that
a
one home.
deuce.
Not disciplined to check out the
39-35, Utah up
Right
by
back to
4, 8 minutes to play.
Leonard off to a little bit of a better
Here's
start in
Donovan
this game.
Mitchell.
Little back
Loses
tap,
the
and
ball.
Jackson couldn't
Last
get
touch
the
by
handle on it.
Reggie Jackson.
It'll stay Utah
Stays with the Utah
basketball,
Jazz.
but
14 on the
foul
shot clock.
trouble that Kawhi Leonard got in
7:56
early in game one
on the game clock
really kind of set
for the second
a poor
quarter.
tone for him the rest of the way.
Boy, good recovery
Donovan Mitchell
right there.
set to
He was
inbound.
guessing and trying to shade
Jordan
Donovan.
Clarkson.
That's
And
gonna
there's
be
a
an offensive
whistle.
foul against Favors.
Favors with
Stuck
the
out his
offensive
hip
foul.
Against Paul George.
Moving screen.
But it'll come back the other way, Clipper basketball.
Appreciate that, Xavier Whitfield. Welcome to the
Derek
family.
Favors with his first. And that's the 6th turnover for Utah.
Here's Reggie Jackson.
Jazz ranked
Got it
in the
to
top
Kawhi
5 in
Leonard.
both
And that's an
offensive
offensive
and
foul
defensive efficiency, and that's
on
going to be an
Zubac.
offensive foul against Zubac.
Boy,
Utah
I mean, is
ball
that
going
four?
back down the
That's his third
court.
personal foul.
No, but is this is
Yeah,
so
that's
he's
a moving
into
screen.
Royce as Royce is trying to go over. Yeah, he's still moving. But Mark, is that the 4th screen foul we've
It
called?
feels like it,
It's
yep.
a lot.
I
between
appreciate
both
that,
teams.
Charles.
He's
Welcome to
really
the
frustrated.
family.
It looked like he was moving.
Yep.
It's
into
39-35.
Royce.
Here's
It'll come back
Donovan
the other way
Mitchell.
again. Mitchell whips it cross court.
Got it to Royce
O'Neal.
O'Neal.
Over
Here's
to
Jordan
Let's go with the
Clarkson.
three. Got it.
4-3. Jordan
That brings the sellout
Clarkson
crowd alive.
has 15
As the lead
points.
swells to 7. George with a
Paul
crossover
George
rising up and
gets fouled.
by
That's going to be on
Favors.
Derek Favors.
The 2 quick ones on Derek Favors.
Now, Jordan Clarkson has got 15 already. Simple up fake by Royce. Little screen after he gives up the basketball. Kawhi
Appreciate
goes
that,
to challenge, but right
Rogelio
now, Clarkson is
Manila.
hot.
Welcome to the family.
Warren Clarkson, let's go to Cassidy.
Yeah, guys, I asked Jordan what winning 6th man of the
Johan
year meant
Gomez
to him this season, and he
and
told me he
Rashad
felt
Maxwell.
accepted.
Appreciate
he
y'all.
said for many years he's done his role, not on winning teams.
There's
and he
Paul
feels like
George.
his style wasn't really respected or even talked about. But this year,
Makes the first
even
free
being
throw,
in the conversation
42 to
all year for
36.
6th man felt like a huge career accomplishment. A career he admits he's had a lot of ups and downs where he himself may have not been taking himself as serious as he should. But he said the combination of figuring out that this life isn't around forever, refocusing on taking the challenge head on with an organization that accepts
And he
him for
makes
who
both
he is.
free
He called it
throws.
a beautiful feeling, and that acceptance was pretty cool, guys.
Yeah, great stuff, Cassidy. And the seeds
Here's
for his
Jordan
success
Clarkson.
were
Got it
sown
to Donovan
last
Mitchell. Here's
summer
Royce
before the
O'Neal.
resumption of play
Off the
down in
back
bubble.
heel. No
When he got
good.
together with a few of his Jazz
Rebounded by
teammates
Batum.
in Los
Here
Angeles
comes
and had
Paul
some private
George.
workouts. and led the way on that effort.
Paul George with the basketball,
Paul
backing
George
down
kicks
Clarkson.
across court.
Got it out to
over
Batum.
Jackson,
Reggie
one more,
Jackson
and that one drops.
for
Reggie Jackson with the three ball.
It's a 2-point game, 42-40.
I know they have some talented individual players.
Royce O'Neal got it to Donovan Mitchell for
Donovan.
3 from way downtown.
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard with the lay-in.
And he put Favors in the hole.
Donovan Mitchell has 21
He back down to
points.
3. Mitchell already with 21 points.
Donovan Mitchell has the basketball.
We approach the midway point of the second quarter. They double team him this time, and they force.
Wow.
They call foul on Paul George.
I thought it was a travel, to be
Hold
perfectly
on,
honest with you.
Yeah, they're saying
I mean,
a
it looked
foul.
like the two officials
Personal
might have had a
foul on
different
Paul
call, to be honest
George.
with you.
Yeah, Kevin Cutler calls foul on Paul George. We're going to call
What's
the
going on,
timeout
Grace?
and be right back after this.
Grace Gennon, how's it going? All right, we got a Jazz timeout with 6:17 left to play in the first half. 45-42. Clippers are down by 3. Still a lot of time left. Jefferson says, Aki Utah Jazz. Plugs for Day says, foul Paul George. Yes, that is a foul on Paul George. PG Idol from Philippines. Michael Samuel says Reggie Jackson wasn't threes in Detroit, LOL. Yeah, Reggie Jackson was he had ups and downs. And a lot of downs and ups. He was a guy that couldn't stay healthy. What's going on, Sodbalig.d? What's going on? It says, let's go, Utah. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Jazz look like the better squad, though. Clippers defense is overrated. I can't imagine Trox on Red Bull. Holy moly. Hey, Linda, I was on 4 Red Bulls every football game. Before every football game, I used to, I used to play wide receiver and I used to play cornerback. I used to drink 4 Red Bulls and listen to heavy metal music before every football game on Fridays. Let's just put it this way. I almost got my head decapitated. Your boy bounced up like that and knocked the, the All-American out of bounds. Saved the touchdown. I mean, it was literally this. I got knocked down. My feet went all up in the air, went back down, and as soon as I landed, boom, I popped right back up. It was crazy. It was on special teams I did that. And then, then coach put me out of the rest of that game. But the very next week, I lit him up. I lit him up at wide receiver. And I said, hey, they going to put some respect on our name. How tall are you, Trox? I am just under 6 foot. All right, here we go. We are back.
And because I asked
They're showing Rudy Gobert,
the French team. Okay, Pogba,
the defensive
Mbappe,
player of the year.
Benzema.
Now they're showing
I'm
Nick
sure
Batum.
would agree is ready to win.
What in God's green earth?
The former World Cup
All right, here we go. Here's Donovan Mitchell. Got it to
together and
Royce
do it again.
O'Neal. O'Neal gets the lay-in Here comes Reggie Jackson,
O'Neal
47-42.
coming off an 8-point game in game 1.
6 minutes left.
Jackson off the Leonard screen. Boy, O'Neal
There's
right
Marcus
into
Morris, back to Paul George.
Great defense.
Paul George
makes tough shots.
gets
though,
the
George.
long
Yeah, that's
deuce.
nicely done. Gets a little separation with a level of physicality. He's got
Here's
9
Donovan
points on
Mitchell.
3 of 8 shooting. Interesting, they made the
47-44.
switch with Royce guarding Paul.
Paul George has
and
9 points,
Bogey
3
guarding
rebounds, and 4
Kawhi.
assists.
That's how they finished
Donovan
the
Mitchell
game.
gives it to O'Neal. Got it to
goes quick on the
Clarkson.
baseline inside, couldn't get
Clarkson
it to
loses
Favors.
it. Was
And
looking
off the
for
turnover, Here
Favors.
come the Clippers.
And here comes
Jazz
Kawhi
back in
Leonard.
transition. Leonard fouled
And there's
by
a foul on Jordan Clarkson.
Jazz hurting themselves here a bit, Mark. 7 turnovers thus far in the first half.
14
It is
fouls.
47-44, a
Against
3-point
Utah.
game with 5:24 left. 19 on the shot
Side out of
clock.
bounds, Batum.
Batum set to
Put the ball in
inbound.
play for the Clippers. Here's Jackson.
Here comes Reggie Jackson. He's
Leonard
going to
off
give it
the
to
pin
Kawhi
down.
Leonard. Pump fake.
Rips
He's
through.
going to drive. Kicks it out to Marcus
Morris
Morris.
Senior on the drive.
Marcus Morris
Got
off
it
the
to go
glass.
around
And
Favors.
in as
They
he
got
falls
the
to
Jazz
the
in the blender.
ground.
The Jazz is usually the team
Bogdanovich
that likes to put you in the
gives it
blender
to
with the
Mitchell.
movement and the drive. to the
Donovan Mitchell
paint. That was a good offensive possession
gives
started
it to
by Kawhi.
Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich
Bogdanovich
with the floater, draws the foul.
gets the foul. Shot no good.
And you know what? When Donovan Mitchell
Marcus Morris
slammed on the
picks
brakes
up
a
the
moment
shooting
ago,
foul.
he was reeling a little bit afterwards. Morris with a nice play here. Donovan Mitchell having a little conversation with Quinn Snyder.
Good tough drive by Morris.
Here's Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich missing on the first.
Bogdanovich, no
Let's go back to that
good
play a moment ago,
at the
Doris.
first
After
free
this
throw.
Really hard stop. Mitchell came up a little limp.
Well, remember, the ankle caused him to miss
see
the
him-
final 16 games. He clearly winces. You can see it in the look on his face. And then he went right to Quinn. And they were
And
communicating on the
Bogdanovich
sideline.
gets the
He stays
second
in the
free
ball
throw.
game. Let's
It's a
watch this
2-point
one.
game,
Leading score
48-46.
so far with
Just under
21
5 to
points here in the
play.
first half.
Here's Reggie Jackson.
Gobert switches on to Jackson.
Hey,
and now they
here's
switch
Kawhi
back.
Leonard.
Leonard goes around the back.
Kawhi Leonard. Fall away jump
get the
shot, no
jumper to fall.
good.
Here's
Rudy
Ingles.
Gobert with the
Kawhi
rebound.
Leonard
Here comes
with
Joe
just 9 points
Ingles.
so far in the first half.
Donovan Mitchell.
Got good
no
elevation on
good,
that three,
and
even
there's
though
a
he
foul.
And a foul underneath, going to go
Loose
against
ball
Los
foul
Angeles.
on
And
Nicholas
this is Royce
Batum.
O'Neal, because Royce O'Neal in game 1 has done a tremendous job being a factor on the glass. And his willingness to dig out some possessions by fighting and battling. And Quinn talks about
Mike
this all the
Samuel
time.
says I was a DB
When
and
Rudy
a
goes
wide
to
receiver in high
challenge, they
school.
need this guy
Yeah, that
to
was the
board
same
it.
thing
Look
as
at what he
me.
did, 11 rebounds.
Look at the numbers for Royce O'Neal as
That was some
Gobert
good
goes back to the
times.
free throw line and knocks down the
Rudy
first.
Gobert gets the first free
O'Neal
throw, makes it a
is
3-point
tied for
game.
sixth.
Both teams are
At
in the
least once during
bonus.
the regular season in defensive win shares.
So any free
And there
throws,
is a feeling that he
the
is,
teams will shoot free
or at least has
throws.
a very credible shot.
4:33 left in
one
the
of the
second
NBA's
quarter.
all-defensive teams.
Come on now. Rudy Gobert talked about this to us earlier today. Royce O'Neal
Rudy Gobert has
guarded
4
the
points,
4th
8
most
rebounds.
defensive possessions of all stars in 2021. Every night, the willingness to guard the best perimeter player. And look at the season he has had. There's a maturity. There's a confidence in this guy. He knows he belongs.
Paul George comes out.
He took in a very
Gets his breather.
itinerant route to the NBA.
DeMarcus
Played his
Cousins
professional
comes
basketball
in.
Early in
Rudy
his career in
Gobert
Germany,
makes
then
both
to
free
Spain,
throws.
Then a year in Lithuania, and
4.5
then struck
to
it big in
play.
the Las Vegas Summer
4-point
League
game,
with
50
the
to
Jazz Summer League
46.
team. And just
Reggie
last year
Jackson
signed
uses
an
the screen by
extension
DeMarcus
for
Cousins.
$36 million.
Reggie Jackson still with the
Story
basketball.
of player development.
10 on the
for
shot
Utah
clock.
Jazz and Dennis Lindsey.
Shoots
Guy that
it.
runs the show.
Gets the
Jackson
deuce.
with a mid-range jump shot.
Cuts it to
Yeah,
a
Clippers,
2-point
nice
game.
job. They get the switch. Rudy Gobert again. You know, his tendency.
Bogdanovich. Looks like gets it
Jackson
to
goes right to
Ingles.
the mid-range. So really good
Ingles got a screen
decision-making.
by Gobert.
Shooting 40,
Ingles
51%.
still with the
They just
basketball.
need to
10 on the
tighten
shot
this
clock. He's going to drive, kicks it out to Bogdanovic.
Well.
5 on the shot clock. Bogdanovic, turnaround jumper, it gets it to
Tough
go.
shot by Bogdanovic.
52-48.
And the lead is back up to 4. Leonard
And there is a whistle.
Royce O'Neal.
Royce O'Neal picks up the foul. While Leonard goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Leonard with 23 points in game 1. Talked about that early foul trouble. But this year has been different for Kawhi in terms of his leadership. Both
shout out to the 355 in the building. We got 73 thumbs up. Can we get to 100?
In a demonstrative sense. More available for his teammate. And it's made an impact on his teammates. He's, in the words of Ty Lue, his head coach, always at practice at least 90 minutes before, and when everyone else arrives, he's already got a full lather and stays afterwards as well.
Well, think about how absolutely brilliant this guy was in closing out
Kawhi Leonard
the Dallas team.
makes the free throws, cuts it to a 2-point game.
Game 6, 72% shooting. He's averaging
Donovan
31
Mitchell
on
gives it
60%
to
and 40%.
Ingles, back to Mitchell.
Donovan.
Mitchell drives,
Mitchell
no
couldn't get the
good.
layup.
DeMarcus
Great
Cousins
resistance at the rim
with the
by
rebound,
Batum.
got it
And back come
to
the Clippers. Jackson
Reggie
with a sweet
Jackson,
crossover.
no good.
Cash in, and Ingles coming back the other way.
Ingles with the rebound. Here comes the Jazz.
And that's going to be a foul on the rip through, and Bogdanovic.
Uh-oh,
comes up
Bogdanovic is
hobbling,
holding his
grabbing
ankle.
Right ankle. And that's a scary thought and sight for the Jazz. Bogdanovic so important.
Well, he knows he's got
Oh, wow.
DeMarcus, and he steps right on his foot.
Boy, that's just one of those things that happens in the game when your feet get tangled.
All right,
You
Bogdanovic
see him trying to
makes
jump
the
up
first
and
free
down on
throw.
that right ankle. Remember, Bogdanovic, Doris, he wasn't even part of the playoffs last year in the resumption of play in the bubble. He was having some wrist problems and decided to undergo surgery before they resumed play, so obviously he wasn't ready.
He's just dancing on that right ankle, just trying to get it right.
It's 53-50. Make it 54-50. Bogdanovic makes
Coming
it
up on the
both
Toyota
free
halftime, the
throws.
Bucks survive at the
3:13
buzzer,
left.
a nail biter against Brooklyn. Maria Jalen and Jay in
Here's
the
Paul
studio
George.
talking about that and a lot. That series now 2-1. Morris
DeMarcus
Sr.
Cousins
missing.
no good.
Gobert
Rudy
rebounding.
Gobert with the rebound.
And Ingles up
Here
court.
comes Ingles.
By Leonard. They switch.
Ingles
A long three by
shoots.
Ingles.
Off the back heel, no good. DeMarcus Cousins with the rebound. Here comes Paul
45
George.
to go in the first half. Here's Paul George.
Oh, God darn it.
Thought about the three.
What's going on?
Puts his head down, and he traveled with it.
Well, there's your defensive player of the
DeMarcus
year,
Cousins.
folks. And look at
And now
this.
they get tied up.
Yeah. Cousins trying to play a little bully ball after the fact. But that is outstanding individual defense by Gobert, who had to close space.
All right, Clippers call the
challenge,
timeout.
and then fight them physically. We'll show you on the other side, Utah +4 coming down the stretch here in the first half.
All right, we have 2:35 left to play here in the first half.
Don't have to
It's 54-50.
Welcome home, because that universe is expanding.
What could be bigger than this?
We need new heroes.
People need something to get behind.
This is our home.
Then let's fight for it. And you don't want to miss what happens next.
Glorious.
The Marvel stories continue only on Disney+.
Good weight to height
Every
ratio.
road has its challenges. We say, bring them on. At Honda,
Hold on a second. I want to see why
conditions.
doing that.
We engineer them for drivers who are
Run
determined
some
to
quick
power
speed
through,
test.
just like you.
What's up, Lucky?
Rise to the challenge with the rugged
What's going on,
performance of
Thomas?
the Honda Passport, Pilot, and CR-V.
Okay, ping is good. Wow.
Whether you're curling or crunching, running or riding, lifting or lunging, balance it all out with some ice cold serving and enjoying.
Okay, at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on all smartphones. Let me break it down. You got your new customers, they get our best deals. You got your existing customers, they also get our best deals. Everyone gets the deals. Questions?
Got it. But why did you use a permanent marker?
Because I want to make sure you remember. I'm gonna get a new whiteboard.
Right.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives new and existing customers the same great deals on all smartphones. Get up to $700 off our latest 5G smartphones.
I'm David Collado. I chose the Smart Cash Card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy. Last year, I redeemed $21,000 in cash back, which I used for new equipment to expand production. What's in your wallet?
Yep,
This shot
is why
is our shot. The COVID-19 vaccines are ready, and so is Walgreens, with pharmacists who know you. So when you're ready, they'll be ready to give it to you safely for free. This is our shot at bringing our communities back together, providing healing, not just for some, but for all. This is our shot. This is our shot. This is our shot.
Change that back because I like the other one better.
When making the new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich, people asked how I felt about burger places selling fried chicken. I'd say that's none of my business.
Cutting out.
It's like making fried chicken is none of theirs. Get the new Kentucky Fried Chicken sandwich for just $3.99. It's finger-licking good.
DeMarcus Cousins has 6 points and 4 boards in
What's
10
going
minutes.
on,
I don't
Plugs?
think he's
This
saying
Trox?
bonjour here, Mark.
Oh,
I think it might be a little bit more than that.
Yep. That sucks. Well, let me see. I might be losing the audio or the I might be losing the hold on, let me see. No, okay. We're still good. Even with that mistake. We are good still, even though I made a huge mistake.
Phillips is one of the common denominators of success.
Oh, come on. These download speeds.
A big impact on a lot of them, and they'll tell you that he's responsible for some of their individual as well as the team success.
We got a Rudy Gobert turnover.
Cassidy has more on Chauncey.
Yeah, Ty Lue and Chauncey have actually been best
Kawhi
friends
Leonard.
for a long time, and Chauncey told me that they used to train together as players, living together in the summer for about 15 years straight.
There's
That
Cousins,
didn't change
no
this past
good.
summer over quarantine, where Ty lived at Chauncey's house along with Damon Jones for 6 weeks. And he said they would go through plays on the board and on his basketball
Got 2
court,
minutes left.
walk through plays, and did it for 4 to 5 hours a day.
Here's Donovan
Chauncey
Mitchell.
said it could have been a reality show. I just give major props to
Donovan
Chauncey's
Mitchell
wife Piper for letting all those coaches in their house.
Shoots it for
Drops a bomb on the Clippers.
57 to 50.
Have to talk to Ty Lue about scheming against some of those
Paul
threes.
George.
That's the fourth one.
Donovan Mitchell
For
has
Donovan
24
Mitchell, George
points.
Inside. Cousins underneath the bucket.
DeMarcus Cousins looks like he got blocked by
And the Jazz have
DeMarcus
numbers.
or by Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's
Here comes
wide open. They
Ingles,
couldn't get it to
Donovan
him.
Mitchell, Royce O'Neal, Ingles.
Ingles with a step
back
three.
three, and through. And we got a timeout taken. Steve M, no. Because if there's any copyright music during the commercials, that also get what do you call it, copywritten. That's why I mute it for copywritten music and commercials. Plug says we all got one mistake. Yeah, so far I am good though. I am checking. This game is crazy. Ball flying everywhere. Absolutely. We got 1 minute and 17 left. Timeout taken. Clippers And it is 60-50, a 10-point game. What's up, Orlando?
From deep, and the shot making in the NBA,
unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
Here is Patrick Beverly.
Especially when the players are laser focused and locked in.
Got it to Kawhi Leonard.
And until Kawhi Leonard stops the
And we
hemorrhaging
got
with that three.
Case in point, another shot made.
Kawhi Leonard makes a 26-footer.
The biggest difference, right, is the ability to make those off the dribble.
Hits it for three.
Bogdanovic stops
There's
on a dime.
Bogdanovic, gets it for two.
Still kind of favoring
62-53.
that he twisted a moment ago.
45 seconds left.
Leonard pulls it out against
Donovan
O'Neal.
Mitchell has 24 points. Kawhi Leonard has 14 points.
Tough.
Shot no good by
That's
Kawhi.
gonna be a loose ball foul against Leonard. He pushed off.
And Kawhi Leonard picks up a foul, the loose ball foul. So Royce O'Neal going to the free throw line. Hold on.
Right, Kawhi's
Did
got
that
14,
person just
right?
have the mask
But if
around
you're
his
Royce,
nose
you just keep
instead
guarding.
of all
You
his
force
face?
a really tough shot. You turn to me on Kawhi to call that, but a couple free throws nonetheless here.
O'Neal, a pretty good foul shooter on the season, misses the first one. He shoots 85%. Marcus Cousins, one of the chattier players around the league.
All right, he
Boys
splits
enjoyed
the
his
pair.
conversation. I'm sure Donovan Mitchell is too. There's Paul George.
Here comes Paul George.
He's receiving derisive
Paul
cheers
George, no
from the fans
good.
here in
25
Salt Lake City.
seconds left. Here's Donovan
This one at the
Mitchell.
restricted area. And there's about a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Donovan Mitchell has had his fingerprints all over this first half with 24 points. And now the switch. Morris trying to guard him. Sidestep three on the way. Got it!
Donovan Mitchell for three. Here comes Paul George. And stolen. Ingles, no good. And we are at halftime. It is 66-53. Utah up by 13 at the half. All right, I am going to take a quick halftime break. And what do you call it? I'm going to try to fix this computer real quick. Minor fixed. What do you call it? And when I come back, we'll be back with some halftime stats. And then we'll be back with the game audio for the start of the third quarter.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
What's going on, Patrick Ryan Rays? But appreciate the little one. Wanted to be a part of Dad's streams. So let her record some audio tracks. But enjoy some music by my brother-in-law. I will see you guys for the halftime stats and the start of the third quarter.
It's the LP. This a LP.
All right, all right. We are back. What is going on, everybody? Let's get my phone back up. Hold on a second. Okay, let me see something. Try and see something because I seen something that I want to take care of. Okay, don't see nothing. Oh, hold on. All right, let me bring in. See something. All right, Linda Brennan, if you are still in the building, check your text message. All right, so for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, 14 points, 1 foul, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Marcus Morris, 6 points, 1 foul, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Zubac has 5 points, 3 fouls, 2 turnovers. Reggie Jackson, 5 points, 1 foul. Paul George, 9 points, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Batum has 4 points, 2 fouls, 1 block shot, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. DeMarcus Cousins, 6 points, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 4 rebounds. Patrick Beverly has 1 point, 1 foul, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. Luke Kennard, 3 points, 1 foul. Clippers are shooting 45.5%, 20 for 44, and 45.5%, 5 for 11, and 8 for 11 at the free throw line for 72.7%. Utah Jazz, Royce O'Neal, 3 points, 2 fouls, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Bogdanovic has 7 points, 2 fouls, 1 assist. Rudy Gobert, 5 points, 1 foul, 3 turnovers, 3 block shots, 9 rebounds. Ingles has 9 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell has taken over this game high, 27 points, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Niang has 0 points, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 assist. Derek Favors, 0 points, 2 fouls, 1 turnover. Jordan Clarkson has 15 points, 1 foul, 2 turnovers, 1 rebound. Oni has 0 points, 1 foul, 1 rebound. Jazz are shooting 24 for 38 for 63.2%. From the field, 10 for 21 for 47.6% from the three-point line, and 8 for 12 for 66.7% from the field goal free throw line. It is 66-53. All right, hold on a second. Linda, check your text message. I just wanted to thank you, Trox, you and the Ninja Mods for making these playoffs so much better and fun. Always watching the games with others, even if some are Lakers fans. Hey, appreciate that, plugs. All right, we're about to get set to start the third quarter.
Jackson.
All right, here we go.
Clippers have got to
There's
find
Reggie
a way
Jackson.
on the defensive end, Mark.
Got it to Marcus
Going
Morris.
back to quarters 3 and 4 of game 1.
Kicks it out,
It's
saved
4
by
straight quarters where they've
Paul
given up
George.
30
Marcus Morris
or
gives it
more
to Reggie
points,
Jackson.
And they individually sent both Kawhi and Paul George at Donovan Mitchell.
Reggie
In the
Jackson
first half,
gets
and
it
he
for
shot 8
2.
for 10. They've been solid offensively. Shot 45% in the first half. Made 5 threes, 41.7%. But this is the end that they've got to be better at. Kawhi picks up another one here.
Yep. And for more on Mitchell, let's go
All
to
right, there's
Cassidy.
a foul on
Marco,
Kawhi Leonard.
Many were singing the praises of Donovan Mitchell after game 1. He was picking himself apart, but that cerebral approach of how he impacts the game and the understanding of his own game is one of the biggest reasons we've seen him continue to blossom in his young career. He said that he has really tried to make strides in finding ways to control the pace of the game and being efficient, not just with his shots, but being able to manipulate the game and make the right reads. And in talking to people close to Donovan, it's also about him being battle-tested. He's learned from the obstacles and struggles of his first couple years in the playoffs, and we're certainly seeing that play
And we
out
got
today
a
and tonight so far.
charge on Kawhi Leonard.
Look at
That's
this.
back-to-back
You
free
talk
throw
about
or
him
back-to-back
making the
fouls.
right reads, Cassidy. Triple teamed, and he finds an open Gobert.
There was a pivotal moment in Donovan's career. Game 5 against Houston. Shot it awful, turned it over.
All right,
And
Linda,
that was
check
sort of
your
the demarcation line from
check your
him.
text
if you look
message.
at his numbers forward from that, it's really nothing short of remarkable.
Here's
Meanwhile,
Donovan
Kawhi Leonard
Mitchell.
just picked up his 3rd foul on that charge a moment ago. This time Reggie Jackson. And now Leonard comes in double
Donovan
teams.
Mitchell gives it to
Mitchell
Bogdanovich.
sidesteps three.
Bogdanovich
So
for
twice you send 2 at Donovan, right? Okay,
10
we're
and a
gonna
half to
trap you and
play,
get you the
71
ball
to
out.
55.
Opportunities. A sidestep dribble and a dunk by Rudy.
There's
Figure
Marcus
him out,
Morris.
Clippers, or this could be a tough series for you.
Leonard with the three-pointer coming up a little bit short. The genesis of Donovan Mitchell's emergence as a playmaker
Donovan Mitchell with the basketball.
began in the Orlando bubble as he began to
Shoots.
concentrate on becoming more of a
Off the back
distributor.
heel, no good.
A whistle and a foul underneath, going to go against the Clippers. If that's Zubac, that's going to be his 4th.
And they're racking up the fouls early in the 3rd period.
All right, that's
so it
going to
could
be a loose
early
ball foul on
bonus.
Kawhi
so
Leonard.
You send 2, you're like, all right, somebody else is beating me. So look at the vision. If you're a great player in the NBA, you want the
What's up,
double.
Chief Adam?
You welcome the double because you know that next pass is going to lead to an easy opportunity. Donovan looks comfortable.
Comfortable
Here's
on that
Donovan
3.
Mitchell
Again!
for
Set the building
3.
on fire!
Timeout taken, Los Angeles. It is 74 to 55 with 9:51 left here in the 3rd quarter. Yes. Isaiah Fields, yes. Because quote-unquote Aunt Davis was a fake account of Linda Brennan. So all those fake accounts, I want them banned. So you come in being a fake account, you are being banned from now on. What's up, Mark? Mark Jerome, how's it going? Says hello, sir. What happened to Shaq? I want all the fake accounts gone. Appreciate that, Letitia. Welcome to the family. Appreciate that, Sarita Har. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family. No, it was Anthony Davis. But they're all getting blocked. I don't tolerate people making fake accounts of my members or my subscribers. I don't tolerate that at all. We don't play that? Absolutely, Keith Davis. That is all hashtag facts. You know, like I said, you guys are family. I got my family's back.
To superstar. If your legacy is made when it matters most,
what happened to the score? Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz took over.
Shaking his head. Now you come with a double
appreciate
out of the
that,
gates.
Austin Layton.
Second half.
Welcome to the family.
Opposite side of the floor to a
That's
great
so weird.
shooter.
Have
The
fake
play
accounts,
prior
bunch of weirdos.
was a
Absolutely,
layup dunk
Anthony Mays.
for Rudy off another double team.
Hey, I appreciate all the new subscribers. You guys are amazing. Here's
Leonard
Paul George. Got it to
combined,
Kawhi Leonard.
30-21.
Got it to Ivan
He
Zubac.
outscored them.
Here's Paul
combined with his 45
George.
in game one.
No good.
Paul George left that three on the
Rebounded
front
by
rim. The
Gobert.
lead has swollen
Donovan Mitchell has 30 points in this ball game. Here's Ingles, and Ingles got it for a lay-in.
The Jazz, as they did in game one, owning the
Here's
third
Paul
quarter.
George.
George pulls
Paul
through
George
Gobert.
gets fouled. That's a blocking foul. That's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
To say to Scott Foster, yeah, in fact, having a little bit of a conversation, feels like
they are
Paul
manscaping
George
with
was
them
the guy who
Clippers.
initiated that.
Hey, absolutely, plugs.
And hear the
they are manscaping with
derisive
those
cheer
Clippers.
from the fans here at Salt Lake City for Paul George.
They got the overrated chant going. First free throw is good by Paul George.
Overrated. Let's take a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. Friday, ESPN, Philadelphia, Atlanta.
Appreciate that,
Phoenix,
Necky.
Denver, 7:30 and 10,
Welcome
respectively.
to the fam.
And Saturday night, ABC,
We got
8:30
Sixers,
p.m.
Hawks
time.
tomorrow, followed by
Utah
my Phoenix
against the
Suns
Clippers,
and the
game
Denver
3. For more of
Nuggets.
these games, go to NBA.com or visit
Paul George
the
makes
NBA
both
app.
free
Doris, I want
throws.
to talk about that Atlanta series.
Yeah,
Trae Young also is seemingly
Then Saturday
moving
we
into
got
that
the game
next
3
level
of this series,
elite
Clippers,
players.
Utah,
So the switch that
and
Doc
Los
Rivers made with
Angeles.
Ben Simmons guarding
Here's
Trae Young
Royce
was
O'Neal.
significant
Got it
in the
to
second
Donovan
game win for
Mitchell.
them.
Off the back
And that
iron,
was
no
something
good.
Doc made
Rebounded
the
by
point of
Marcus
early in the year
Morris.
to us.
Western Conference Finals going to be a good series.
The matchup
And that is a three by Reggie
They can put him virtually anywhere, 1 to 4. And if you need to dig it out in the post with him at the 5 periodically, he can do that.
Mitchell splits the
Donovan
double team.
Mitchell
That shot
got a
blocked by
block.
Zubac.
That's a block by
Zubac
Zubac.
has had a tough night tonight. Picked up those 2 quick fouls.
Well, again, Donovan trying to get to that right hand, tries to extend out.
Plugs, they must not realize how far this family goes for each other.
He's got an
My
array
boys got
of
my
different
back.
finishes at the
100.
rim.
Hey, that's facts.
Here's
I got
Gobert
all
on
of you guys'
three-point
backs.
territory.
Clippers go zone
That's
here.
Donovan Mitchell to Royce
Not
O'Neal.
going.
Here's
Can't
Bogdanovich.
contain him
Got it
individually,
to
so they
Mitchell.
drop to a zone.
Mitchell rising
Mitchell,
up for
no
One
good.
coming up
Rebounded by
short.
Jackson.
3. Into the front court.
Reggie Jackson
Nice little
gets
jumper.
the little
And
jump
Quinn Snyder
shot.
calls timeout.
And
Doesn't want
it's
to see any
76
momentum
to
shift.
62 with 8:12 left. 8:12 left in the third quarter. It is 76 to 62. I don't care if you're a brand new subscriber today or the longest tenured subscriber. I don't care if you're a member or not a member. Anybody that dogs you or anything like that, I got your back through and through. That's what family does. We got each other's backs. I don't care if you're a moderator or not a moderator. Anybody picks on you, I will have your back. Trox, what time is the late game tomorrow? I believe it's 10 o'clock, Michael. Hey, I appreciate that, plugs. JJ says, yep, prob some 10-year-old. Emmanuel says, pre to gay pre. Not too sure what that means, Emmanuel. Like today, I got 142 new people's backs. Everybody that came in and subscribed today, I got your backs, even though you've only been here for a day or even for a couple hours. Got your back. You know, I don't play that stuff that, you know, people going to try to make a fake account, even for a couple laughs. I don't care. I don't laugh at stuff like that. Trox eats bullies for breakfast for his peeps. Hey, that is facts. Hey, they gonna get the Trox cooking. They gonna get the Trox cooking. Appreciate that. It's enough in. I think that's it in enough one. It's enough in one. What's going on? Kabuig channel vlogs. How's it going? Hey, you don't have to ask for a shout out. Just say what's up or something like that. I'll shout you out. Yeah, I'm a cool YouTuber. You know, as long as you say hi, I'll shout you out. Trox, just wait for the Thunder return to the postseason. So how about them Bucks, my man, says Christopher Marlin. Hey, those Bucks, man, they got some life in them now. It's all in for Game 4. Win Game 4, you made it a series. But you got to win Game 4. Mike Conley won an Oscar as executive producer for a short film. Trox, while you have my back, can you shave it, please? I'm tired of vacuuming my bed every morning. Hey, I got you, Jorge. I got you, brother. Oh, man. Oh, come on.
I will put it on the list.
All right, here we go. That's Royce O'Neal. No good. Rebounded by Marcus Morris.
And think about it. You know, they have this lead.
Here's Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson.
Absolutely brilliant all season when healthy for Quinn.
Reggie Jackson taking out his
shoots, gets in for two, and it's 76-64, a 12-point game. Still a lot of time left. Appreciate that, Guimo. Bravo.
And this switch to his own, maybe having an influence.
Here is Ingles, got it to O'Neal. It got doggone it.
He's had all the answers for them. And draws the foul.
And there's a foul. Paul George.
So, you have Reggie Jackson,
Paul
who
George
came
picks
out
up the
in this
foul.
third period and has given them a much-needed lift, trying to keep attached.
What's going on,
He's
Anime?
going against size and a guy who's got the ability
Antola?
to block
Hopefully
that.
I said your name
Shakes his
correctly.
head and
Hello,
says,
shout
"Not that
out
time,
from
Rudy."
the Philippines.
How about that separate?
What's up, Steven Upperman? King Killer.
13 foul against the Clippers.
All right, here is Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell out top, a tough long two.
No good. That's a 24-second shot clock violation.
That was under duress
Clippers
of the
ball
shot clock.
going back down the court.
Choice in the matter.
Yep. One of those 911s.
No, cannot show the game. Anna May, that is copywritten. They will shut my channel down.
Like
then I will be out for a long
way the
time.
airspace forcing a tough look. This has broken the rhythm of the Utah Jazz. There's no question.
I do this legal, so I'll be on every single game.
Squad. Leonard brings
What's
it
up,
up court
Halbert?
against O'Neal. Off the
There's
Zubac
Kawhi
screen.
Leonard. Kawhi
Tough
got
pass
it into
inside to a
Zubac,
tight
and there's
window.
going to be a
That's
jump
gonna be
ball.
Zubac's in favors
Appreciate that,
there.
Papak.
Got tied up, and Mitchell was also in the neighborhood.
Rafi says, let's go Utah Jazz
They send him
basketball.
off multiple screens. He tries to thread the needle.
Absolutely, definitely hit that thumbs up. It does help the YouTube channel. There's a jump ball. Donovan Mitchell and Zubac.
As confident as he is, he probably thinks he can win this. Clippers
And
control.
Kawhi Leonard has the basketball. Kawhi Leonard
fouled.
gets fouled.
And O'Neal getting up off his knees there. He got crushed. He died on that Zubac screen.
Donovan Mitchell picks up the foul.
Side out of bounds.
Appreciate that, Oliver Novera.
On the floor. I think
Welcome to the fam.
Second team foul against the Jazz.
Jenny
The
Del
Clippers shot
Rosario,
41%
welcome
from
to the
three.
family.
Reggie Jackson has started to get
Andy
it
Sai
going.
says watching from
This
the
is
Philippines.
far from over this basketball
There's
game.
Kawhi Leonard, got it to Zubac. Zubac gives
Run a
it to
little
Reggie
elbow
Jackson.
here.
Pump
Jackson
fake,
for
wide
three.
open.
And
No
rebounded
good.
by Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich got the rebound.
Good active hands by Paul George.
And
Took that
Paul
out of
George
bounds.
knocks it out of
It'll stay
bounds.
Utah
It's going to stay
basketball.
Utah. We got
Jazz, it's
6:32
Clarkson,
left, 76
O'Neal,
to
Mitchell,
64.
Bogdanovich in favors. Clarkson gave the Jazz a big lift in that first half.
There's
Here he
Jordan,
is.
no
That one rims out.
good. Marcus Morris with the rebound, got it to Paul George. Paul George with the basketball.
Bogdanovich switches on to Paul George. Steps through over to
Gives it
Leonard
to
for
Kawhi
three.
Leonard.
And Kawhi knocks that one home.
For
There's a reason, Mark, why touching the
three.
paint,
Kawhi.
whether it's via the pass or via your individual off-the-ball skill is important.
Here's
Three-point
Donovan
shooting
Mitchell.
bound to improve for the Clippers.
Got it to
They're first in the
Bogdanovich
league this
for
year. Bogdanovich gets it back.
three. Bojan Bogdanovich.
That is Bojan Bogdanovich.
There's Kawhi Leonard bringing it up the court.
Bogdan's team. The Atlanta Hawks.
79-67. There's Reggie
Lobs
Jackson
inside on the
inbounded. There's a fight for the ball.
Stay Clipper basketball.
Correct. You
Just
see
stay
certain
with the
guards
Clippers.
who are competitively tough in the post. You think Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul. Look at him. He's pinned. And it looks like this is going to be an easy couple of points. Remember how big Donovan is, right? He's 214 pounds of nothing but competitor.
Kawhi with a nice jab step and pull up. Wow. That was a clinic. And Steve
That
Ballmer,
was
the Clippers
Kawhi
owner,
Leonard.
loved it.
Makes
The
the
lead is
jump
down to
shot.
10.
Here's
Mitchell
Donovan
out top.
Mitchell.
Forced to
Mitchell
pick it
gives
up.
it to Clarkson.
They send it baseline. Clarkson
Clarkson
raises up.
for
And drills the long jumper. Right over the top of
three.
Mark, that is 3-point
Jordan
make
Clarkson.
number 14. They made an NBA record.
He has 18 points,
plus
7 for 10 shooting, 4 for 6 for threes.
Clarkson has 18
Reggie
points.
Jackson,
whistling a foul.
no good on the shot,
And that's going
gets
to be on the
fouled.
shot, it appears, which will put
Jordan
Reggie Jackson at the free throw
Clarkson
line.
with the foul.
Third team foul. Let's listen
Appreciate
into
that, King
Quinn
Killer.
Snyder wired for sound.
We talk about the little things early. Now it's the little things. Okay, communication.
It's 82 to
You
70.
get a Euro, no team fouls, no coverages. Okay, no leaking out on the glass. Okay, no second chance points.
It's all in the details right now for the Jazz.
What a journey it's been for Quinn Snyder.
4:57
An
left.
assistant
Reggie
at the
Jackson
collegiate
will have
level.
one more free throw.
I covered him as the head coach of Missouri, where he had tremendous. There was some turmoil with the program.
This internet is going to tick me
opportunity
off.
to go to the G League, where he and Taylor Jenkins did a tremendous job. Goes over to Europe with Ettore Messina. This is a man with an MBA and a Juris Doctorate. Our colleague, or former
here's
colleague,
Reggie
great
Jackson.
Doug Collins.
Gets the
I
second
think
free
once
throw.
referred to him as
It's
Rain
an
Man.
11-point game,
I mean, he's
82
brilliant,
to
but his
71.
mind goes a
Just
million
under 5
miles
to
an hour.
play. Reggie Jackson has
One of the
16
finalists
points,
for the NBA's
11
Coach of the Year
points
this year
in
as
this
well.
quarter alone.
Mitchell with a nice
Donovan
pocket pass,
Mitchell, Derek
and
Favors, no
smoked the
good.
layup.
Rebounded by Paul
Missed an
George.
easy one.
Got it
Jackson
to Reggie
has it going in
Jackson.
the third quarter. Got
Reggie
it.
Jackson,
And one.
count that,
Reggie
baby,
Jackson
and a foul.
Ends up on his wallet. That
Cuts
was a
it to a
big-time money shot.
9-point
He's got
game.
13 in the quarter for the Clippers scores.
I love the resilience and the toughness, and
KD,
it's all
best
been
player
triggered.
alive, hands
or
down.
A lot of it has been triggered by this.
Love my
Reggie
Bucks
Jackson's
and
ability on
Giannis,
the
my boy.
offensive end.
But I have
Just
to give
touching
KD
the
his
paint on
props,
multiple
man.
occasions,
The guy is super freaking
getting to
human.
his spots on the drive.
Hey, absolutely.
All this from a guy who.
All right, Reggie Jackson had 5 points in the first half. He has 13 points in the third quarter.
Getting up and his fire.
And make that 14 points as he makes the free throw.
With his brother during the offseason.
It's an 8-point game.
When the Clippers called, he spoke to his best friend in the game, Paul George.
Donovan
who
Mitchell
helped
with the
convince him
basketball.
to come back to Los Angeles and give it another
Appreciate that
try.
by Muna.
What do you notice about the pickup point, Mark,
Here's by
of Donovan
Bogdanovic.
Mitchell? Pickup point is stretching further out. They're
That's
meeting
Paul
him
George.
up at the top of the floor, putting pressure on him early.
It's working, a 19-6
Paul George, no
Los
good.
Angeles.
Last
Out of
touch by
bounds.
Zubac.
And Utah basketball.
What's up, John Paul?
The advantage for the Jazz, they have made
up,
7
Dennis?
more threes than the Clippers, so plus 21 from the three-point line.
Gonna do it. They've fired 29 of them so far.
There's Jordan Clarkson.
Slaloming through the paint.
Clarkson gives it to O'Neal.
Gets it back
Clarkson
from
with the
O'Neal.
basketball. Clarkson.
It's into his
Shoots.
bag, but missed the
No
shot.
good.
The rhythm, the pace,
Reggie
the shot
Jackson with the
quality,
basketball
everything
brings it
has
up.
changed for the Utah Jazz.
Got it to Paul George.
Tries to go quick with it. Good defense by
Got it to
Bogdanovic to stay in
Batum.
front of him.
Here's Marcus Morris.
Morris senior against Mitchell.
Morris to
Zubac's inside,
Zubac, and
punching it
Zubac
home.
for a jam.
And the Jazz call timeout. The lead
And
is
it's a
down to a
6-point
10.
game. Timeout Utah. 3:33 left here in the third quarter. And it's been all Clippers 23-16 here in the third quarter. Shout out to Roland Barbequa from Philippines, says Maria Garcia. Next dish says PG messing it up for Kawhi. If the family would quit showering so much, that'd be great. Clippers ain't giving up, says JJ. Absolutely. They got a fighting mentality. Almasar says, go Clippers. John Paul, what's going on? All right, with that, the kind of money that just pays someone else to do it anyways, though. What's up, the King? Dudong, how's it going? Tyler, what's up? Junjo, how's it going?
Paint more consistently.
All right, here we go. We are back from commercial break.
And it's a
Joe Ingles enters for both John Bogdanovic.
Run.
And Niang enters for Donovan Mitchell.
That's swelled to 76-55.
Reggie Jackson has been a big part
Appreciate
of that,
that. Everything Vlogs. Here is Ingles.
See what the Jazz do out of this timeout. Favors underneath.
There's Favors.
Over Zubac's
no
whistle.
good.
That's going to be a blocking foul.
And that's a blocking foul.
Before the shot.
Appreciate that, Claudie.
right there on the shot.
Yeah, it's easy. To me, that's an easy call.
That's the 4th foul on Zubats.
Angelo says, go, 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 Clippers.
Zubats was one of those Clipper players prior to the game, talking about the need for them to come out and hit first.
What's up, Oliver? Says, please shout out to MJ.
Work out that way, but they've since recovered. Well, Friday, a pair of game threes on
free
ESPN.
Throw.
NBA
I'm sorry, he
Conference
missed the first free
presented
throw.
by Chipotle.
Oh, you got to mute it for that. So Favors missed the first free throw. He's going to get one more. Jacques says, go Jazz.
Game 1, I can remember.
All right, Luke Kennard is in the game for Zubac.
And you're thinking at the time, not again, not for him. He certainly deserves better from the basketball gods, but between game 1 and to where he is now,
there's Favors.
Certain his health has improved a lot.
Favors, no good, misses both free throws. As Rasheed Wallace would say, that ball don't lie. Here's Paul George. Got it to Nick Batum. To Marcus Morris.
Morris working against Niang. Nice move
Morris
inside.
got it for 2.
Marcus Morris,
and it's a 4-point game with 3 minutes left. 82-78. Clippers on a 23-6 run. Last 6.5.
Clippers able to fight back. Ingles from deep.
Ingles for 3.
Just the ability to make
85 to 78.
Lou and his team putting game pressure on the Jazz, and a big-time shot from Joe Ingles.
Here's Paul George.
Paul George
gets
lost his balance.
And
count it, PG.
Count that, baby, and a foul. Paul George going to the free throw line to shoot 1.
But I've said it, Mark, they're getting off the dribble drive now consistently. Foul came first, obviously, by Favors. I'm not sure what he's complaining about. That's a foul.
That's a good call.
Yeah, no question. This is the prior play. Get hung up on a screen, going behind, and Ingles makes you pay.
Doris, we saw an example of what
Paul George has 13 points, 4 for 12 shooting, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Now to the rim,
and the Jazz are going to take a timeout.
Snyder just picked up a technical foul.
No, I think
he's going to challenge. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to challenge that.
We'll get the answer on the other side.
All right, so I do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Jay Michael says, go Clippers. Linda says, no cussing in the chat, please. Absolutely. Appreciate that, Johnny. Yeah, we do keep a clean chat. You know, we don't know who's in the building. We don't know anybody's age. And so we just keep it clean and have some fun. Errol's Payne says, go Chicago Bulls. Mary says, rated PG-13. I see what you did there. Playing off the Paul George. I like that. Boying Scott says, watching from the Philippines. Appreciate that, Steve.
Curve.
All right, unsuccessful. That's going to cost a timeout.
Here's another look from an earlier angle. The challenge deemed unsuccessful from Scott
King
Foster.
Killa says
so
Clippers
Paul
are
George,
winning this.
Thanks a lot, Steve. We'll go to the free throw line and try and complete the three-point play. Started to say, Doris, when Favors is in the game, you said, and we saw it there, the Clippers are trying to get to the rim a little bit more. And
you guys
in fact,
are truly amazing.
In the previous game 1, Paul George did not score any points in the paint. So we've seen him several times in this game put his head down and try and get to the bucket.
They've now scored.
I think Utah's going to get this.
To 24 for Utah. But as importantly,
I think it's going to come to a game 5 where, you know,
Rudy back now.
It's going to come down to, you know, who's going to win on the road.
Remains on the bench. George Niang, excuse me, still on the floor.
All right, Paul George makes the and one free throw. 2.5 to play, 85-81. It's a 26-9 Clippers run last 7 minutes.
Little pick and roll for Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson got it to Royce, back to Clarkson.
Shot clock down to 5 for Clarkson against Kennard.
Clarkson.
That's the matchup he would want.
Shoots.
And he banks
and rattles it in. Off the bank shot. 4-3.
A tough possession.
21 points for Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson with 21
There's
now.
Luke Kennard. Got it to Paul George.
Great defense.
Paul George, turnaround jump shot. No good. Gobert with the rebound. Here comes
Ingles. 4 of 13. Utah's last 4 field goals.
Got 95 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jordan Clarkson.
Here's the best man for the job.
Clarkson.
Trying to make it 5.
4. 3. It's a 10-point game. 1:20 left to play in the third.
Jackson.
Reggie Jackson gets the lay-in.
You trade the 3 for 2. Yep. You've weathered 2 incredible pushes here by the Clippers. This is going to be a push on Kennard.
Ingles.
Yeah, that's
Kennard,
an easy one.
And Luke Kennard gets a foul.
I like what the Clippers are doing. There's a different level of physicality in this third period than we've seen. I mean, they are getting down in the stance. How about that one? Under duress of the clock
Trox
and the
pumped
D.
up, absolutely.
And then back with that one. I mean, you said it, Mark. The guy's electric. He's so
Jordan
confident.
Clarkson's on fire.
And can only throw his hands in the air. He's like, you've got to be kidding me.
Jordan Clarkson has 24 points, 9 for 13 shooting.
O'Neal knocks down the free throw.
Royce O'Neal makes the first free throw.
O'Neal, 2 of 3 from the line, 4 points of the ball game. Meanwhile, Jackson there on your screen.
What's up, Cheto?
16 points.
J. Michael with
a lot of the good things offensively in
palms
this
to the
quarter.
face.
16 points in the third quarter for the Clippers.
Plug says, "Let's go Clippers."
Takes a seat.
Reggie Jackson
takes a seat.
comes out.
Beverly comes in, as does
Terrence Mann comes in.
Second-year pro out of Florida State.
You're getting Donovan Mitchell some excellent rest on the bench.
And he
here.
makes both free throws. It's a 10-point game.
By Clarkson.
105 left.
Again, the cushion. Donovan getting ready for the fourth.
Donovan Mitchell has 30 points. Clarkson has 24 points. And that's Paul George. Count that baby in a foul.
Paul George with an aggressive foray to the bucket.
55.8 left in the third quarter. Paul George going to the line to
His
shoot
field goal
one.
percentage against Rudy in the paint is abysmal. But that's a tough,
Joe says go Clippers. Ronnie says Clippers.
Fearless drive by Paul George.
Driver
Nicely
says,
done.
I have no idea what Driver
That
says.
is a high degree of difficulty. Taking the hit, being thrown to the...
Paul George has 20 points, 20 points in game number 1. He has 17 points in game
Paul
number
George
2.
Keeping him silent on that one.
Here's
He's up to
Ingles.
17 for the game. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
It's 93-86. Here's Royce O'Neal.
Either team with a foul.
O'Neal got it to Clarkson. Clarkson's on fire this game. Here's Niang to O'Neal. O'Neal to Niang. Niang,
short.
No good. Paul George with the rebound.
They're in 2-for-1 territory. George put his head down, a little bit out of control that time, though.
Boy, I tell you, you got Paul George
that's
coming
out
at
of
you.
bounds.
Listen,
Let's see
all
who it's
the little
on.
subtle things Rudy Gobert does, right? I know
All right, looks like it's going to be a loose ball foul.
But Gobert's the one as
Paul
he's coming
George.
into the paint, backpedaling as a 7-footer, not
Here's
committing
Ingles.
a foul, not stepping up into the contact.
George was searching the contact. That was the 8th turnover.
Ingles with the basketball.
This is not a great offensive unit on the floor.
10
for the
seconds,
Jazz.
4-second difference.
A little bit of a scuffle
Ingles
here.
to Clarkson.
They just give it to Clarkson. He's
Clarkson.
the guy that answers the 911s.
Airballs it.
As the shot clock expires.
As the shot clock violation. 4.2 on the game clock. Oh, what the heck? What in God's green earth is going on? Hold on, guys. This stupid internet, I swear on everything I love. If it don't get itself. All right, I guess we are at halftime, or I'm sorry, at the end of 3. Shot is no good. That was a Patrick Beverly missed shot. Rebounded by Rudy Gobert, and it's the end of 3. Wait a second. Are we good? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. Okay. Appreciate that, Isaiah Fields. J. Michael, click out and click back in, and it'll take you right back. It should be good. Okay, it's good? Okay. We're trying to get to 267. We're at 153. If you guys are enjoying yourselves, definitely hit that subscribe button. I will be live for a doubleheader tomorrow. We got the Phoenix Suns and the Denver Nuggets. And then we have the, who is that? The Sixers and the Hawks tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we got Sixers, Hawks, Phoenix, Denver, Saturday, Utah, Lakers, and then Sunday is Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Denver. On Monday, we got Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Utah Clippers. That's my schedule up until Monday, or until Tuesday. Tuesdays are to be determined still. Although there will be a Game 5 for the Milwaukee Bucks and Brooklyn Nets. So I will be live for that. And then Wednesday is Atlanta, Philadelphia. I'll be live for that. But if there's a game on of the NBA playoffs, I will be live for it.
Quinn Snyder, and Coach, we saw them go
Here's
to
Quinn
a zone
Snyder.
and go on a 13-0 run. How do you feel you adjusted, especially towards the end of that quarter?
Well, we got a couple good looks. Didn't make them, but it did slow us down. I think the biggest thing was we weren't getting stops, and then we got to play.
Clippers were
against the zone.
7 for 17.
But we got to pass the ball more. The ball's just stopping too much.
Utah is 17 for 32 for the three-point field goals.
Here to close it out in the fourth.
Well, everybody's got.
All right, here we go.
You know, we've got to be up at the point of the screen.
Donovan
PG's
Mitchell
getting
gives it
downhill
to
on us.
Ingles.
There's a number of things. They've got a lot of guys that can score. Reggie Jackson, us.
And there is a foul.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Jonesy, DB.
Appreciate that next dish.
All right, Cassidy, Pat Beverly ended up on the deck. From our angle, it appeared like he took a shot in the mouth.
Next dish
Kevin
says
Cutler
if Clippers win today, I'm deleting
blew the
Facebook.
foul.
Hostile act. after the play.
And they're going to take a look to see if it's a hostile act or not. Here's one more look at it. Ingles threw that
the
off
foul
arm
might
out
be on
and connected with the side of Beverly's head. Right there.
All right, they're going to review this play.
No.
Okay. So
they're going to take a look to see if it's a hostile act.
We always say wind-up impact follow-through. I mean, that's this is borderline to me.
Well, you can check the impact box.
They might call this a flagrant one.
Contact above the shoulders.
I got a feeling they're going to call this a flagrant one on Joe Ingles.
Let's bring in Steve Javy.
Javy, what do we think here?
Adjudicate this for us, Steve. Come on.
All right, we have the criteria for flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact, which I think it is unnecessary. Where the contact occurs, which is up above the shoulder level, which is in the neck or the head. So because it's met to this criteria,
appreciate that.
I would not be surprised if they call it a flagrant foul penalty 1.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, here's the call. It's coming up.
All right, they're gonna
more discussion from.
We have 11:45 in the fourth quarter. We are in the money quarter, the fourth quarter.
Defensive.
Wait, hold on.
Scott Foster, Trey Maddox, and Kevin Cutler are officials.
The defensive foul on Beverly will stand for the dead ball. A flagrant foul penalty 1 on Ingles. Well.
All right, so Patrick Beverly picks up the personal foul. Joe Ingles, flagrant type 1.
Initial defensive foul on Beverly. Okay.
But a flagrant 1 as well on Joe Ingles.
Right.
So Beverly
going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Makes the first free throw.
He gets another one.
It's a 6-point game, 93-87.
Contact above the shoulders to the head area, wind up impact.
Patrick Beverly makes them both. Appreciate that, Danny.
Ball sign out of bounds.
Welcome to the family.
Cut the lead to 5. Just underway
All
here
right,
in the
Nick
fourth
Batum
quarter.
set to inbound.
Donovan Mitchell was on the Utah bench doors for a long time, seemingly, in that third quarter, so he should have some relatively fresh legs coming down the stretch.
He looked mortal for the first time tonight. In the third quarter, just 1 for 6 3-points.
All right, here's Patrick Beverly. Got it to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard out to Batum. Batum for 3. And it's a 2-point game. 93-91. 11 and a half to play.
They're forcing rotation, and they're spraying it out to
their Donovan Mitchell.
For Los Angeles.
Mitchell inside. Gobert
gives it to Ingles.
Surprised he did
that.
He could have dunked on Paul George.
Sure looked like it. Bogdanovich, that's going to be an offensive foul.
And that's an offensive foul.
With the off arm.
That's not Bogdanovich.
Good call.
And the Clippers have an opportunity to tie the ball game here.
A chance to tie or take the lead. Clippers with the basketball. Down by 2.
Leonard and Paul George.
Here's Reggie Jackson, Patrick Beverly, now to Kawhi Leonard.
It's going real small here. Clarkson shows hard on the 2-man game.
Kawhi Leonard to Reggie Jackson, wide open. Off iron, no good. Rebounded by Gobert. Here comes Donovan Mitchell.
So you've got more offensive options with Clarkson and Donovan.
Donovan Mitchell off the glass and in. 4-point game.
That does make the defensive matchups a little bit harder. Ingles has now got the Paul George assignment.
All right, Paul George with basketball gives it to Batum. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Gives it to Batum, but last touch by Jordan Clarkson.
With active hands, knocks it out of bounds.
Stays with the
Shot clock
Clippers.
is down to 7.
Well, I've been saying it now. In the third period, their pickup point for Donovan has been much, much higher. Better attention to detail, not letting him split things so easy, and he still makes an incredibly tough
Reggie
shot.
Jackson set to inbound.
Clippers got to go to work quickly here. Jackson over Gobert with the left.
All right, no shot, or no bucket. Rebounded by Utah. Here's Donovan Mitchell, got it to Clarkson.
For most of the year.
Clarkson, no good, and Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Kawhi Leonard.
Inside.
Rudy Gobert with a steal.
Swallowed that pass.
Here's Jordan Clarkson.
Gobert was open temporarily on the roll.
So you can downsize against Gobert on the defensive end because he's not really
Clarkson in the paint, floats it up, no good.
Job, but
Paul George with the rebound.
On the defensive glass. If you're downsizing as you are with the Clippers,
here's Paul George, guarded by Joe Ingles.
And be disciplined.
Paul George,
and that's a turnover.
Goes out of bounds on the
Jazz ball going back down the court.
Well, you touched on Rudy Gobert.
What's up, Eric?
Making some plays. So he's
What's up,
sprinting
Maribel?
back and just really poor decision. So a couple of possessions, right? There's a casualness to me with the Clippers sometimes.
EO?
And these casual
How's everybody doing today?
Where you make those passes, Paul George behind the back.
Rudy Gobert has only 7 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocked shots.
The ball is important, Mark. Good shots are important.
Here's Royce O'Neal. Got it to Donovan Mitchell, screen by Gobert. Donovan Mitchell in and out, no good. Rebounded by Paul George. Here's Paul George. He's going to drive, gets the lay-in. It's a 2-point game, and the Jazz take a 2-point. Jazz take a 2-point game. Timeout Utah, 9:16 left in the fourth quarter. We are 111 of reaching the stream goal. If you're enjoying yourself, hit that subscribe button, click that like button. It does help the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're having a fun time, say what's up in the chat. Put hashtag Clippers if you're going for the Clippers. Put hashtag Jazz if you're going for the Utah Jazz. Let me know who you're going for. Face Up says, if Coach still let Paul on court, then Clippers 200% to lose. Riley says hashtag Jazz. Austin says hashtag Clippers. We got XFKX says hashtag Jazz. Jose Jazz, appreciate that. Gloria, welcome to the family. Jose says Lob City. Cameron says Clippers. Brent says Jazz. Plugs for days coming of the day says hashtag Trox. Hey, appreciate that. Says Jazz from the Philippines. Okay, got hashtag Jazz. Jags up. Jazz in 5. Trey says, what's up? Jazz in 5. Abby says Clippers. J. Michael says Clippers. Win or lose, solid. Hashtag Jazz. Next dish says Kawhi. Appreciate that, Lenny. Michael Johnson says hashtag overtime. Hold on a second. My internet's going to tick me off today. All right. Maribel says, I love Clarkson. Mary says, shout out. John Burt says, Jazz. Plugs for Day says, hashtag Trox fam. Steve M says, hashtag Jazz. Appreciate that, John Burt. Welcome to the family. Need this game, Clippers, says Eduardo. Marlo says, JC. Take some breath, dude, says J. Michael. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, hey, I do this all day long. all game long. And if there's a basketball game on, an NFL, college, basketball or football, I'm usually live. Booker vs. Mitchell says, hey, that's what I want. I want the Suns versus Jazz in the Eastern Conference Finals. That'd be crazy. Appreciate that, Minsky. But, I can see, the Clippers going as well. I can even see the Nuggets. Appreciate that, Terry. Appreciate that, Riley.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Stifle Tower, we see you doing your thing.
Three-time
Rudy
defensive
Gobert is
player
the three-time
of the
defensive
year.
player of the year.
Rudy Gobert.
We have
with his
9:10
fingerprints all
to
over this
play.
basketball
Here's
game.
Donovan
Beverly
Mitchell.
Pounding Mitchell out top. Gobert setting a screen out there for him. Mitchell driving
Donovan
and shoots
Mitchell.
over Kawhi.
In and out, no
And the
good.
Clippers get the
Rebounded
stop
by
they needed. They can
Batum.
tie the game.
Here's
or take the
Reggie
lead on a
Jackson.
three.
Chance to
Jackson
tie or
on the
take the lead. Appreciate that, Kim.
Kawhi with 19 tonight. Time for him to assert
There's
himself for the lead.
Kawhi. No
With another
good. Rudy
opportunity to go
Gobert
ahead.
with the
Clippers
rebound.
falter.
Here comes Jordan
They
Clarkson.
are back in this basketball game on the strength of this right here.
Jordan Clarkson.
They are making
He's going to
Utah
drive.
one-on-one
He's in the
players.
paint. Gives it to
Gobert
Gobert. And
easy
Gobert
slide,
with a
from Jordan
jam.
Clarkson.
only Rudy Gobert's third shot.
97-93. 8:20 left.
Earlier I was
Rudy
talking
Gobert
about
has 9
his
points,
father, who
15
played
rebounds, and
professionally
3 block
in
shots.
France.
Here's
Trivia
Kawhi
note
Leonard.
That his father played at Marist before playing
Kawhi
professionally.
kicks it out.
He
Patrick
actually had a
Beverly gives it
cameo
right back to
in Coming to
Kawhi.
America.
Kawhi turnaround
The
jump
first
shot.
edition.
No
Boy,
good.
Bogdanovich.
And
That is two
Rudy
sequences
Gobert with the
of
rebound.
Individually excellent defense.
Stay
O'Neal
with him.
gives it to Donovan Mitchell.
Fouled
And
by
there's
Paul
a
George.
foul on Paul
I'll tell you this.
George.
Bojan Bogdanović has got a reputation as a shooter. This guy is so much more than that. Stay in front. Be as physical. Make Kawhi give it up. Come back again. Just make him shoot over the top.
Wow.
That's work. And they closed with this guy guarding Kawhi Leonard in game one. Yes, he can shoot it. He can also put it on the deck. He's really
There's
smart. And he
Bogdanović.
can
Got
guard.
it to Mitchell.
Remember assistant coach Bill Bano when he was
Appreciate
with the
that,
Pacers
Nicholas.
saying that Bogdanović had really improved as a defender throughout his career. As he
And that's a
turns
bad
that over.
pass. Here's a steal
Kawhi
by
with
Kawhi. Kawhi's
large
going to race up the
hands
court.
with the slam
And
at
he
the other
jams
end.
it. Oh!
94-foot display and tour de force.
97
by
to
the
95.
Finals
Clippers
MVP,
down by
Kawhi
2.
Leonard.
7.5
So
to
the Jazz were
play.
18th in turnovers, over 14 per game.
Donovan
Mitchell
Mitchell
over to O'Neal,
got it
gets
to
it back.
O'Neal. Back
10
to
on the
Donovan
shot clock,
Mitchell.
working against Jackson. Mitchell
Donovan
with the
Mitchell
crossover, elevating.
Gets it off the glass and in.
And all the smoke.
Appreciate that. Nicole Freeman, welcome
Donovan
to the
Mitchell
family.
with 34.
Gerald Thornton, welcome to the family. There's Paul George, gives it to
Jackson from deep.
Beverly and Reggie Jackson for
makes it a one-point contest.
When the ball moves.
It's a one-point game. 99 to 98.
Good hands
And
by
a
Beverly. They get the
steal. Reggie Jackson
Jackson for the lead
shoots
again.
it
And this time, the
for
Clippers
three.
snatch the lead away from Utah
Clippers
for the first
take the
time
lead.
tonight.
First time
Level of
tonight. Timeout, Utah. 101 to 99. Holy smokes.
Oh my God.
Wow. What a game, folks. What's going on, Carla Washington? This is a great game. Absolutely, Carla. Ursula says, get out, George. Cole says, go Clippers. Steve M says, go Jazz. Ellen says, go Jazz. Tyler says, go Jazz. Diggs rolling in it says, nail biter. Appreciate that, Dwayne Myers. Welcome to the family. We are 100 subscribers away from reaching the stream goal. Appreciate each and every single one of you. As soon as you hit that subscribe button, you're not a subscriber, you become a family member. Jose says, LA, baby. Francisco says, go Jazz, go Jazz. Marlo says, let's go Jazz. Guindencio says, go Jazz. Anthony May says, Suns or Denver tomorrow. Appreciate that, Franco P. Jillian Bullock says, go Jazz. Kenny Kang says, go Jazz. Go Leonard. Anthony, I'm going to say Suns. No, wait, that's game 3. I'm going to say Nuggets. I'm going to say my team loses. I think they're going to make it a series. Kathleen says, go Kawhi. Lob City, LA, baby. Just some guy without a mustache. Biggest hater says Jackson over Mitchell. Appreciate that, Marlo. Yen says, go Jazz. Dwayne Meyer says, go PG. Appreciate that, Carla Washington. Welcome to the family. Appreciate that, Irwin. Welcome to the family. Nonan says, go JC Jazz. Clowin. Or sorry if I botched your name. But it says, watching from Philippines, go Clippers. Teddy says, go JC, the Jazz, and shout out to the Pupa family from the Philippines. Kenny says, Wade 2.0, Donovan Mitchell, the Spider. Go Clippers. Yahoo, we're on the top. Go Clippers, says Irvin. Jing says, shout out to the Pizza family. Plugs for Day says Jazz. Ursula says, finally the lead. Dig says, go Jazz. Watching from Japan. Shout out to Japan. All right, here we go. Here is Ingles.
Some of that action.
Ingles with the basketball. He's going to drive
for the Jazz. Wow.
Off the high glass and in. And we're tied at 101. Appreciate that, Hoga.
And in. And it's not.
All right, here comes Reggie Jackson. Appreciate that, Dindo.
And that hit the top of the backboard.
Here's Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard.
Spins. Kicks it out.
Gives it to Nicholas Batum. No good. And Royce O'Neal with the rebound. Got it to Jordan Clarkson. And that's Bogdanovic for 3. 104 to 101. 5:54. Clippers take a timeout.
Utah has.
Clippers take the timeout. Appreciate that, Cloning. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family. Eugene, welcome to the family. Man, what a game, folks. Bruce says Jazz. King Killer says, come on, Clippers. Go press the like button, everyone. We would appreciate it big time. Says Plugs. Hey, I appreciate that, Plugs. Yes, it does help the YouTube algorithm. What's going on, Julian Bullock? Says thanks for your live. Hey, I appreciate you coming out. Appreciate that, Cody. Hi, go Jazz. Rolly Philippines says Aharali. I think I said your name correctly, hopefully. Amazing Jazz. Aran says good game. Ellen says go Jordan Clarkson. Clippers are coming back. Austin says good stuff, bro. I wish I could watch it. LOL, it's good game. Hey, appreciate you for being out here. Appreciate that, brother. Jazz hands.
Smart home
All right,
arena.
here we go.
Kawhi Leonard in the
showing
Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard.
Trailing
Now
after that
Bogdanovich.
A moment ago before we
Now
went to break.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell was getting ready to check back into the ball game. Now on the floor with just under
All right,
6 minutes to go.
5:50 left to play.
Trying to pull ahead 2-0 in the series.
And we got a whistle call. Reggie Jackson with the basketball. It's going to be a foul on Royce O'Neal.
Paul George real physically.
And that's going to be the second team foul against Utah in the quarter. The Clippers also with 2 team fouls. Kawhi off the weak side.
There's Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard drives. He's in the paint. Kicks it out to Paul George.
Gets into the paint.
Paul George.
Fouled by O'Neal.
There's a foul. A shooting foul on Royce O'Neal. So that's back-to-back fouls.
2 shots for
Appreciate
Paul
that,
George.
Iron Man
What have you
Jade.
noticed about the Clippers relentlessly putting their head down and
Appreciate
touching
that,
the
Mervin.
paint. Now, Boyan's
So
done a good job
Paul
making
George
Kawhi
is going to
give
be
it
at
up
the
like that.
free throw
Paul
line to
George
shoot 2.
At the free throw line again.
Paul George makes the first free throw, cuts it to a
Saturday night on
2-point
ABC,
game.
The NBA Conference semifinal.
Oh, do have to mute it for that. I will be live Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Pacific. Jazz versus Clippers. All right, here's Paul George.
Paul George said
And Paul
this
George
season
makes
that
them
he
both.
heard
It's a
some
1-point game.
chirping from some of his opponents in wake of last year's failure.
Paul
in the
George has
playoffs.
21 points, 9 rebounds, and 6
exercised
assists.
a lot of their demons in that
There's
first
Ingles
round against
to
Dallas.
Donovan Mitchell
Kawhi
and a
Leonard with
steal by
another
Kawhi.
steal in the half court.
Kawhi
Gets by
drives,
Bogdanovich,
kicks it
to
out.
an open
Marcus Morris
for 3.
off the back
And another
heel.
possession for the
And
Clippers.
Beverly with an offensive rebound.
Beverly
Paul George
in rhythm,
back to
3.
Beverly off the back heel. Donovan Mitchell with
Utah
the
still leads
rebound.
by 1.
Donovan Mitchell
That's
had a
gonna be a
poke loose,
foul
but it's
on
going to be a
Beverly.
foul on
The
Patrick
third
Beverly.
Team foul.
And Kawhi, you touched on it. They are downsized, and so the activity on the back line has got to be there. That is about the
Brett
third
Angelo
time he
says
has
shout
shut
out.
down a passing lane that you thought was wide open. And Donovan passed up a 3, which he was aggressively seeking. I know he was well beyond the arc.
All right, here comes Donovan Mitchell
see his
to
approach
inbound.
here down the stretch.
5:02 to
He's been
play.
brilliant. He's got 34.
1
They're
point
gonna need more
game.
from him.
Jazz with the ball up by 1.
Ingles off the screen by Gobert.
Ingles got it. Gobert back to Ingles. Ingles
hard
to
into the
Gobert.
paint.
And Gobert. Count that, baby, and a foul. Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. 106 to 103.
Somebody's got to be able to handle
With
the ball. Be that
4:35.
secondary guy. And I touched on this in the first half. Ingles
I'm
and
sorry, with
Gobert
4:52
have great
left.
synergy. A year ago, and in their history, there have been times where Joe's led the second unit, and he's played
Here's
with
Rudy Gobert.
That tandem is quite good together.
Yeah, the chemistry.
And Rudy Gobert makes the free throw.
That's the 4th team foul against the Clippers. And Paul George.
There's
picked
Kawhi
up his
Leonard.
4-point lead for the Jazz. Kawhi up court.
All right, Kawhi Leonard with the basketball.
Kicks it to the
Got
corner.
it to Marcus Morris. No
Rebounded
good.
by
Royce
O'Neal.
O'Neal with the
How many
rebound.
times has Bogdanovich made Kawhi a passer? A lot,
Ingles
Mark.
with the
He's
basketball.
He stayed in front, and he's made him a passer. And if somebody other than
Got a
Kawhi's
screen
taking
by
shots, you are winning.
Gobert. Didn't
Time
really
defensive
use it.
sequence for the Jazz and Bogdanovich. Ingles kicks it out. O'Neal.
Royce
for 3.
O'Neal
It's
for 3. 110 to 103. 4:05 to play. Utah's on an 11-2 run. Last
7-point
2:39.
lead. Jackson.
Here's
goes
Beverly.
quick.
Beverly,
Over
hook
Gobert,
shot, no
left it
good.
short.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
He saw the
Here's
shadows.
Royce O'Neal,
Yeah,
gives
and I
it
haven't loved
to
his shot
Ingles.
selection. I love his toughness and aggressiveness, and I think his defense has helped. There's been a couple of shots that, you say no.
Look at that
And a
defense
steal by
Beverly.
Patrick Beverly, but there's
It's
going to
gonna
be
a foul
a foul.
against Ingles. Boy,
Joe
Pat
Ingles with the
Beverly,
loose ball foul.
undaunted after that miss at the offensive end, gotten his defensive stance, Doris, and made a good play here.
That's correct. Just he's been aggressive on the basketball. And that, to me, has been, in addition to the zone, the level of aggression shown on the ball in the second half by the Clippers has made a huge impact.
Both teams
Clips gave up.
4 team fouls.
Please trade Beverly. Here's Reggie Jackson.
Jackson, Beverly, Leonard, Paul George, and Morris.
Jackson gives it to Marcus Morris. Now to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard to Marcus Morris.
Way
off the back heel. Put back no good by Leonard.
Point blank range.
And Bogdanovic with the rebound gives it to Ingles.
Clutch shooting thus far in the last couple.
Ingles for 3. 113 to 103. 3:07 to play. Clippers take a timeout. Clippers are out of timeouts. Utah has 1 timeout left. Both teams are in the bonus. Appreciate that, Richard. They just stopped playing, says the King. Ersan Ilyasova is on the bench, question mark. Knights won, baby. Shout out Dominic Pope. Shout out to the Golden Knights. Dig says heart the Jazz. Trox, I lost my voice, brother. Hey, I'm right behind you, brother. Michael says go Suns. Absolutely. Hashtag we are the Valley. Bring on the Jazz. Kobe Bryant knew Jesus. 98% winning Jazz. Yahoo, Raleigh, Ryle, Philippines. Shout out Bohol, Philippines. Says Villamar. Plug says Kobe, we see ya. Teddy says every point for the Jazz is music to my ears. Appreciate that, Tranquiliano Garcia. All right, we are back. Appreciate that, Marilou.
Actually, we've seen 20 or more threes in
Jay
these
Wood
playoffs.
says Texas is here.
So Kennard comes back on the floor. Beverly out. Kennard is another floor spacer.
All right,
shot
here we
maker.
go. 3:05.
See what they run out of this timeout.
Reggie Jackson. Morris now to Leonard.
All over Kawhi. Got his hands
And
on it.
is it going to be
And
a
we're
jump
gonna have
ball?
Great
Jump
defense
ball.
again. Ruthless.
Got a
Level
jump
of
ball.
competitive spirit and toughness.
Kawhi Leonard.
Mr. Bogdanovic, you're facing a 2-time Finals MVP, an elite
Appreciate
offensive
that,
player.
Jake.
Look at that fight. Look at that down in a stance. Make him a passer, make him turn it over. All right, Mr.
It's
Bogdanovic, we see
Bogdanovic
you
and
working.
Kawhi Leonard going to jump it up. They're going to jump
He's
it up
happy
at
to be back in action
midcourt.
after missing out on the playoffs last year in Orlando in the bubble in wake of that wrist injury and subsequent surgery. The chant is bogey, if not already audible on your television screens at home.
So they're chanting bogey.
Donovich and Leonard will jump it.
All right, here we
3
go.
minutes to go.
Here
Still
comes the
time
jump ball.
for Los Angeles.
Hold on, they're not. All right, Donovan Mitchell is going like this, getting the crowd hype.
Kevin Cutler there.
All right, here we go. Here comes the jump. And it is Utah ball. Donovan Mitchell comes up with the ball.
Jackson.
Donovan Mitchell with the basketball, guarded by Reggie Jackson.
Mitchell directing traffic out front. Gobert rolls hard off the screen.
Donovan Mitchell drives.
Pulling his way to the basket.
And it's stolen by Marcus Morris. Here comes Paul George.
George for three. Short.
Paul George, no good. Rebounded by Gobert. Here's Ingles. Got it to Donovan Mitchell. Clippers have missed the last 7 shots.
Their last 7 shots.
O'Neal got it to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to drive.
Euro step.
And got it out to Bogdanovich. Airballs it. Here comes Reggie Jackson.
Just make sure you get a quality shot.
Jackson with a nice
Reggie Jackson off iron, no good. Rebounded by Gobert.
Well, does it feel like they're
Appreciate
trying to get
that,
it all back
SS.
at once? It's got to be possession by possession. Stop,
Ingles with the
score,
basketball.
stop. It's not about do it individually. When they made their push, the ball was moving. Drive, move it, change sides. Don't go away from it.
Ingles
all right, here we go.
Kennard.
Ingles, no good. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Stop shooting threes. Go in and get a lay-in. Reggie Jackson gets a dunk.
Wow.
They opened up a free lane for him.
Talk about a breakdown.
113 to 105.
126 to go.
124 left.
So they used all of the 24-second clock and were forced into a tough shot.
Here's Royce O'Neal. Appreciate that, Bruno.
Good tonight defense by George.
O'Neal back to Donovan Mitchell.
He's been sublime tonight.
Mitchell's going to drive.
Gets into the painted area.
Shoots. Up iron. Tip no good by Gobert. Rebounded by Paul George. Appreciate that, Vito.
George with in and out dribble. Puts it up. Whistle. Count it.
Count that, baby, and a foul. Paul George gets fouled. Makes the basket. Fouls on Rudy Gobert.
So Paul is pushing. It is obvious contact. He gets the N1, the worst possible scenario for you if you're the Utah Jazz. Like as soon as the shot's missed, be disciplined, sprint, match up.
23 points, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. He's shooting 89% in the playoffs. And Paul George make that 9 for 9. Here's Donovan Mitchell. It is 113 to 108. Under a minute to play.
It's that balance between using
5-point game.
Still finding quality shots by being aggressive.
Clippers need some defense.
They get the switch. He hunts Kennard.
Donovan Mitchell off the glass and in.
Got it off glass.
105, 108.
Tonight.
Paul George
gives it to
Marcus Morris.
Leonard.
Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Out to Reggie Jackson. In and out, no good. Appreciate that, Esther.
Jazz possession.
Georgie. Appreciate that.
Bogdanovich. Over to Ingles.
Ingles now with the basketball.
And the foul. And we have what looks like an ejection.
Hold on, I think there's an ejection.
Scott Foster pointed at, I think, Reggie Jackson.
I don't know, or Paul George. Donovan was on the ground. They were way away from the play, and he hit the deck and is in some serious pain.
Trying to figure out what happened here.
Appreciate that, Noy.
Mitchell favoring that right leg.
Oh, is it the ankle?
Remember, he missed the last 16 games of the regular season with an injury. He was favoring that right leg on the way down.
So it's just a foul call on Paul George.
Yeah.
It was just Scott Foster being really demonstrative with the call.
Okay.
I saw where you were going.
All right, so it's Paul George, just a personal foul.
Donovan Mitchell with 36.
I thought they almost threw out Reggie Jackson. All right, Donovan Mitchell misses the free throw. Appreciate that, Eric Green.
50% from the field, 15 of 29, 6 for 12.
Appreciate all the new subscribers.
Job in the second half. He had 30 at the half, or excuse me, 27.
Donovan Mitchell had 27 points in the first half. He has 9 the second half. 12 seconds left. Appreciate that, William. Appreciate all the new subscribers.
He made
Frank.
the requisite adjustments too, right?
Correct, that's what I'm saying.
Marf.
The Clippers may have found something defensively with him.
All right, splits the
Chris
pair.
Snyder says that Donovan Mitchell
It's an 8-point game,
is
12 seconds left.
incredibly competitive, capable of that
Jackson
extra
to
gear.
Paul
We've seen it tonight.
George hits the
with a late
triple.
three.
5-point
But more than anything
game.
else,
7
Snyder
seconds
says that
left.
Donovan Mitchell, his
Lando,
all-star,
appreciate that.
really understands a comprehensive game plan and is great at deciphering what defenses
Appreciate
can
that,
throw
Mon
at
David.
him. His growth continues, and we are seeing
Nice one, Jazz.
a burgeoning
1.3
superstar
in the house.
in the NBA tonight, who's infuriated
So
about
tomorrow
something.
I will be live
I have to
for
believe that this is
both
about
NBA
the,
games. We got 2 NBA games. We
His
got
health,
the
maybe?
His
Sixers
health, absolutely. There's
and
no
the
question.
Hawks.
But listen,
and then we
you
got the
can't let him get
Suns
to his
and
right
the Nuggets.
hand. These bank shots that he somehow puts enough English
Make sure you hit
on,
that
little
notification
in-out
bell
got you
so you get
sold.
notified
That one
when I
right
go
there
live
got
for these playoff
Kennard
games.
leaning just enough. And listen, you can say that's a tough shot. You did your job. You allow him to get to his right hand. He had 19 points off drives going right in game 1. He'll have a similar number tonight. He's so dangerous.
Great point.
All right,
George.
here we
It
go.
feels like it's about at least that much.
Both teams have 0 timeouts. Both teams have
Donovan
0
Mitchell, who
fouls to
was
give.
Taken the pick after Luke Kennard in the draft.
Jazz do have the
several years
possession
ago,
arrow.
scoring on Kennard a moment ago. And boy, what a great job the Utah Jazz did in finding a guy who has emerged as a bona fide superstar in this
Appreciate
league
that, Manila.
that late in the draft.
You got to fly.
Appreciate that, Marlon.
You better get
Appreciate
some
all the
ice
new
on that
subscribers.
Games are coming fast.
Can we get to the 267?
Great things happening
Appreciate
here in
that,
Utah.
Dominique Rios.
Talk about new ownership. Dwayne Wade, part of the ownership group. Donovan Mitchell in the
Appreciate
last game
that,
enjoying the
Kool-Aid
benefit
Cody.
of having a bona fide Hall of Famer, Dwayne Wade.
All right, here's
courtside to
Ingles.
Mete out advice.
Ingles.
Gobert inside.
Got it to Gobert.
Fouled.
There's a foul. 5.2 left.
Rudy Gobert tonight, folks, has a playoff career high 20 rebounds.
Appreciate that, Gez. Fernandez. Appreciate
That's Ryan
that.
Smith, who of course bought the Jazz from the Miller family.
Gons Ramos. Appreciate that.
Family
Appreciate
have
all
been
the
a
new
staple in this
subscribers.
community for so long. He was a passionate fan.
We have 5.2 left.
Always saw him courtside.
Yes.
Wonderful fixture. Very
Donovan.
involved.
I'm sorry. That
Remember
is
that one scene where
Gobert
he
making the first.
had a few words with his All-Star and Hall of Famer Karl Malone.
Making the first free
during a
throw.
game, a heated discussion.
Here's Rudy
but
Gobert again.
A new generation of fans and ownership in Salt Lake
And
City.
he misses the second.
And on the verge of
Kawhi
going up
Leonard.
2 games to 0.
And Rudy
That'll do
Gobert
it.
seals the
Utah
deal.
wins it 117 to 111.
117 to 111.
Behind another intoxicating performance.
So Utah is up 2-0.
By Donovan Mitchell.
Phoenix is up
Utah
2-0.
Phoenix
There's
up
still a
2
lot
games
of
to nothing as
basketball
well.
left.
Mitchell finishing the night with 37.
Oh, do have to mute it real quick. Aren't they going to do the post-game? Hold on, they got to do the post-game thing. Oh, see, ESPN is cheeks. Hold on. Yeah, okay. No, they're not going to do it. All right, so I guess that's going to do it for the audio. Let me bring in the end of the game stats. Appreciate that, John Ray. All right, so the end of the stats, box score. So the Utah Jazz go up 2-0, 117 to 111. Kawhi Leonard has 21 points, 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Marcus Morris has 8 points, 1 foul, 1 block shot, 3 assists, 10 rebounds. Zubac has 7 points, 4 fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 block shot. Reggie Jackson had 29 points, 1 foul, 1 turnover, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Paul George had 27 points, 5 fouls, 4 turnovers, 6 assists, and 10 rebounds. Off the bench, Nicholas Batum had 7 points, 1 block shot, 2 fouls, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. DeMarcus Cousins has 6 points, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 4 rebounds. Patrick Beverly, 3 points, 4 fouls, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. Terrence Mann only played a minute, did not do anything. Luke Kennard. Oops, hold on a second. Got this stupid ad thing playing in my ear. Okay. So Luke Kennard has 3 points, 2 fouls, and that's about it. Patterson, Utruo, Rondo, Coffey, and Farrell did not play. The team shot 40 for 85 from the field, 47.1%. They shot 11 for 30 for 3-point range, 36.7%, 20 for 23, 87% from the free throw line. They had 7 offensive rebounds, 30 defensive rebounds for a total of 37 rebounds, 19 assists, 6 steals, 3 block shots, 11 turnovers, and 25 fouls for 111 points. For the Utah Jazz, your game winners, you have Royce O'Neal, 8 points, 4 fouls, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Bojan Bogdanovic had 16 points, 3 fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 13 points, 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, 3 block shots, 2 steals, and 20 rebounds. Joe Ingles had 19 points, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And Donovan Mitchell, player of the game high, 37 points, 1 foul, 3 turnovers, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Off the bench, Niang had 0 points, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 assist. He only played 9 minutes. Derek Favors had 0 points, 4 fouls, 1 turnover. Only played 12 minutes. Jordan Clarkson, off the bench, was truly the 6th man. Had 27 minutes, 24 points, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Shot 9 for 15 from the field, 6 for 9 from the 3-point line. And Oni only played 5 minutes, had 0 points, 1 foul, and 1 rebound. Ersan Ilyasova, Brantley, Morgan, Izubuki, Thomas, and Forrest all did not play. We have 42 for 76 field goals for 55.3%. 20 for 39 3-pointers for 51.3%. And 13 for 21, 61.9% from the free throw line. The Utah Jazz had only 2 offensive rebounds, 34 defensive rebounds for a total of 36 rebounds. They had 15 assists, 4 steals, 3 block shots, all by Rudy Gobert, the defensive player of the year. And they had 14 turnovers and 23 fouls for 117 points. But, man, what a game. So, Utah won the first quarter 30-29. Second quarter, 36-24. And then the Clippers in the third quarter, 33-27. And then the Clippers won the fourth quarter by 1 point, 25-24. But they still lost by 6, 117-111. And Utah leads the series 2-0. So Brooklyn leads their series 2-1, 86-83. That was a final in the first game. Milwaukee won by 3 at home, and Utah won at home 117-111 to go up 2-0. Tomorrow, I will be live for Philadelphia, Atlanta. Both teams are 1-1. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll be live for Phoenix and Denver. Phoenix is up 2-0 over the MVP, Nikola Jokic, and the Denver Nuggets. But with that being said, that does it for your end of the game stats. I do appreciate each and every single one of you that came out today. And hold on, let me do something real quick. Let me just see if we're still good. What's going on, Coffee Cup? Okay, we are still good. Great stream, Trox. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who came out today. We had both streams go over 1,000. You guys are all truly appreciated. Love each and every single one of you guys. Can't do this without you. We are short of our subscriber goal for today, but that's all right. We will carry whatever's left over for tomorrow, so it'll be 100 and something tomorrow. Smash that like and subscribe, folks. Hey, appreciate that, Linda. It is fun, Trav, when Clippers lose. Follow me on Twitter. That is my Twitter handle, 30Troxel87. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, Dominic Pope did put in the Twitter link. That is at Troxel or at 30Troxel87. But with that being said, I love each and every single one of you. We got to 265 likes. I appreciate that. Truly means the world to me. But with that being said, this is Troxel Sports Talk, or Troxel Sports Streams. Have a nice day, and I'm out. Peace.